Cyberpunk Uncensored.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Cyberpunk Uncensored Goes Nomad. I am GM Capricious Nature, and these are my 6 absolutely wonderful participants and players. What we are going to do is I'm going to have them introduce themselves. What I'd like you guys to share with our audience is what is your name for Discord or your name for Twitch, and where can people find you? Go ahead and start us off, Captain Mark.
Sure. Yeah. Captain Mark 87 on Discord. Captain Mark 7 on Twitch because somebody stole 87, unfortunately. Yeah. Anything else we need?
That's good for right now. Chuggy, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, I'm Chuggy. I'm playing T-Bar. You can find me on Twitch at Chuggy305.
All right, thank you. Donna.
Hi, my name is Raven. I'm playing the solo Calamity. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Doña Trece Cuervo.
Awesome. Johnny Drop.
Yeah, I'm John. You can find me at Johnny Drop on Discord and Other Sandman 3096 on Twitch.
Oh, my goodness, I don't have your link up on here. What was that again? Twitch.tv.
Other Sandman 3096. Sorry about that.
3096. All right, give me 1 second. As some of our audience members may notice, we are all dressed up, including me, and I'm wearing some very annoying motorcycle gloves right now. So it takes me a second to type. All right, there we go. Vampire Bites.
I'm Vampire Bites. You can find me in several Discords by the same name and right here on Twitch as Vampire Bites. I'll be playing the medic, Mad Mags.
All right, and Violent Neon.
Hi, I am Violent Neon, and this is pretty much where you're going to find me. I don't really do the socials, but I'm going to be playing Domino, who's going to be your resident nomad.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. So as I just mentioned, these are where our audience members as well as our YouTube viewers can find all of our different players. And what I'm going to do right now is actually switch over so that we have our names up. Okay, so we've got Devilish Jack Holmes, we've got T-Bar, Calamity, Remy Johnson, Mad Mags, and Domino. If there are any spelling mistakes, please forgive me. You guys have a moment right now. Go ahead and check it out. I think I got them all right.
With a K.
Oh, no! All right, I'm going to have to fix that up during our break, but I will get it fixed.
Alles good.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, let us start off with who are you in our cyberpunk world? We're going to go in reverse order now. We're going to start off with Domino. Just give us a brief introduction. What is your character name? What do they do? And where are you in this world? What kind of clan or family do you belong to?
Well, my name is Domino, and I am the Nomad. Well, one of the Nomads of the clan. And the clan that I am with, the family in the clan that I am with is the Pack, and they're led by Mama Snyder and the Snyder family. because they're the leaders of the pack, and they are a subfamily within the Snake Nation clan. And that's pretty much where I reside. I'm an outrider for the clan, and so I make sure that the missions we go on are going down a safe route.
Perfect, perfect. Mad Mags.
Well, when I was very, very young, my parents, who were edge runners, dropped me off on one of those floating cities that was run by the Thelos clan. But me and my sister were never accepted into any of those families. And she took off and became an edge runner to try and chase down the parents. And so I went on land, and then the pack is the first family I've ever had.
All right, wonderful. Go ahead for us, Remy.
Yeah, I'm Remy Johnson. My family, my biological family, disappeared in my teen years, and then I was on my own for quite some time until I was sort of adopted into the same family as Domino, the pack, family of the Snake Eyes.
Perfect.
Sorry, Snake Nation.
Snake Nation, yep. No worries. Calamity. I got your name fixed, by the way. I was able to get that done real fast.
Thank you. Calamity is a solo. She was found. She was conscripted through with Militech. She was thought to be killed in action. She was found in the desert by the pack, who was also a part of the Snake Nation. She was thought to be killed in action by it's allowed on a special op for Militech, and she's trying to work through her issues of amnesia and get back to her former glory days.
All right, perfect. T-Bar?
I'm T-Bar. I'm a Nomad, but of the aerial variety, fighter pilot, ex-Militech as well. And I'm part of the Snake Nation. I'm part of a group called the Lightning Lancers. They're outriders, front of the pack kind of protection and weapons.
Perfect. And Devilish Jack Holmes.
Devilish Jack Holmes, a rocker boy. Been doing it for a long time. Used to run with a family under the Snake Nation during starting 2005 and into the Roaring Twenties until we eventually left. And he ran with the man who eventually became one of the clan heads. Has found himself back with the clan after 20 years of no contact under rather auspicious circumstances. So has no idea of the form that the clans and the families take these days. And to be frank, doesn't actually know where he is right now. But we'll get into that.
Yep. All right, thank you, everybody. Now, I want to mention for our audience, what we actually discussed beforehand was talking about the different clans and the different nations that that exist all over Cyberpunk Red, as well as Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk 2077. Now, most people are familiar with the Aldecaldos, and the Aldecaldos are the main Nomad clan that operates right around Night City. But what a lot of people don't know, unless they've delved into some of the lore of 2020 and earlier versions, there are 7 different nations that exist all around North America. And what our group has chosen on was a group called Snake Nation. Now, why exactly they chose Snake Nation is because of who their characters are. All of our players here are very much so free spirits, or they're trying to get away from something in their past. And Snake Nation is actually one of the most disorganized groups, but at the same time is one of the most open and easiest to become involved in. Now, the world that we live in, I've been doing some research and some writing on this. The world that we live in 2045, during the time of Red, is probably going to be seeming a little bit different from a lot of the other games and gameplay that our audience is going to be watching. And this is going to be some good information not only for them, but also for our players. In the time of Red, we are post Fourth Corporate War. The Fourth Corporate War literally destroyed entire sections of the planet. We have the High Rider Nation, which is pretty much another Nomad pack that completely separated themselves into outer space. They do not contact the surface anymore, except for some groups that live in Africa. We have a couple of different groups that lived and existed specifically just underwater in these massive underwater nations. The problem is that groups like OTEC were getting attacked by these corporations during the Fourth Corporate War, and so they cut their connections off with the surface. So we have another nomad group living underwater that doesn't get in contact with anybody on the surface. Now, across North America itself, we see some pretty serious devastation. When it comes to the actual country of North America, they dealt with not only nuclear strikes, but also asteroid and meteorite impacts from space that were sent down by the High Riders. We have a massive land and air war, as well as sea war, that was waged all over North America by the different corporations. And all of these different things have impacted the world drastically. One of the biggest things that it has done is it has destroyed entire cities. It has completely irradiated certain sections of the country. It has also destroyed most of the center of what used to be known as the freest city in the country, Night City. Our campaign is going to be focused on nomads who are living outside of the city. Most of them have either tried to escape life or escape the corporations or escape a past that they don't want haunting them anymore, and so they're going to be living out in the Badlands. And over the course of this campaign, we're going to be following our players, literally exploring the country, possibly even the continent, maybe going underground, maybe going in the sky, maybe even going out to sea. Everything is going to be player driven and player choice, and we are going to be focused almost exclusively on expanding from what our players want to do. Now, where we start off is we are in 2045, and what has just recently happened is that Devilish Jack Holmes had massively gone into an insane amount of drugs, narcotics, alcohol, everything that he could get his hands on inside of a bar, and it started to OD. The issue there is that the bar owner did not want him ODing on his floor, and so they took Devilish Jack Holmes's agent and contacted as many people as they could. But throughout all of the different contacts that they made, only one person picked up the phone. That person's name was Bear. Bear is one of the clan leaders for Snake Nation that exists in the southeast of Night City, away from the Aldecaldos, because they are two separate entities. But Bear picked up the phone and decided to send out one of the fastest outriders he had. He decided to send out T-Bar. T-Bar has a gyrocopter, and he was able to fly into the city, pick up Devilish Jack Holmes, and extract him back out to the Snake Nation camp. At the Snake Nation camp, Mad Mags had to deal with this ODing, old, washed-up has-been of a rocker boy. And that is where we are going to be picking up our game. It's the next morning. Jack Holmes is now stabilized, Mad Mags has finished a long night of pumping and charcoal and everything else that she could get her hands onto into Jack Holmes. T-Bar himself just had to do the extraction and got to have the rest of the night off. Remy and Calamity, neither of them were involved in this direct extraction, but both of them have probably encountered Devilish Jack Holmes at some time in the past. Now, Devilish Jack Holmes, he hasn't seen Bear or been with the Snake Nation in over 2 decades. And so things have changed a little bit since he was last there. And so we're going to pick up there as Devilish Jack Holmes wakes up, opening his eyes in the middle of a medical tent. You folks can see on our Roll20 that's going to be, let me move our map a little bit. It's going to be right over here. We have this medical tent that he wakes up in. Mad Mags is there, exhausted after a long night of working. And that's where we begin. Go ahead and take it away, folks.
Oh, Steve! Oh, I'm in a tent.
Patient arises. Welcome back to the dead, sir. Welcome back from the dead.
Dead.
Well, euphemistically speaking.
Hold on a second. Where am I? This does not smell like the city.
Medical tent in the middle of the Snake Nation.
A nation.
Bear brought you. Well, wasn't Bear, but Bear sensitive. You're in a bad way.
You'll have to forgive me. I need to. Oh, it's been a while. Bear, you say?
Yeah. Mags will have her internal agents either buzz Bear directly or buzz Callie to go let Bear know the patient is awake.
Yeah, so your agent, your internal agent, starts to go off, and after a couple of rings, you hear the line open up. Just, hello, Mags, is that you?
Yes, your patient is awake.
Holmes is up.
Yes.
Ask him if he's got any cigarettes.
Glances over at Jack. Just, what do I do with him now?
Keep him there. I'll be there in a few minutes. Just need to wrap something up. I'll be right over. And you hear the line, "I'm dead." Meanwhile, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Jack will sit up and kind of look around.
Yeah.
Where are my things?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jack Holmes, when you find yourself waking up in this tent, one of the things that you notice is that you're in probably some leftover clothes behind from somebody else. They're not your own normal clothing. Your clothing has been piled up in the side because it is covered in an unknown number of different kinds of fluids and solids mixed together, but none of it smells particularly nice. Mad Mags, on the other hand, looks to be fairly cleaned up compared to her normal attire because she had been dealing with operating and trying to clean up all of her stuff afterwards. Now, as the next couple of minutes ticks by, Devilish Jack Holmes, you're just trying to orient yourself, you're trying to wake yourself up, and Domino, you hear a tapping on the window of your car as you're sitting there, either relaxing to some music, having a drink, having a smoke, having food, whatever it is, you hear a tapping at your window. And when you look up and look over, the person standing outside is Bear. He is the local Snake Nation leader. This man is roughly 5.5 feet tall, extremely broad shoulders. His name definitely came from somewhere. And he taps on the window and he signals for you to roll it down. Domino?
Hey, oh, hey, yeah, Bear. What's going on?
And as you start reacting, he's like, I got a friend that just got dropped off. Can you come with me real quick?
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind. Get out and lock my doors and then follow.
All right. And yeah, he brings you over from your vehicle, and all of you start, or sorry, not all of you. You start walking over from where you're parked, and you start heading over, and you pass a couple of different things as you're crossing camp. One of the big things that you pass is you guys have a small little depot there of pretty much community stuff. This is your clothing, this is bags, this is all of the things that you'd need to keep yourself not only dressed but also maintained.
Hey,
And these
hey,
are provided either secondhand or some of them might have been donated or possibly even stolen.
have you all finished that list of what you need me to pick up on the next run?
Bear looks over at you.
Yeah.
He's like, not quite yet. We actually have something else in mind right now. I'll give you some details a little bit later.
Oh, okay, sounds good. And your friend are they one of us or?
That's a hard question to answer.
Oh, okay. Do are they known by people here or?
People that have survived this long, yeah. Uh, he hasn't been around in quite some time. We used to be pretty tight. He used to be quite the crazy guy back in the day, but where he stands now, I'm not totally sure.
All right, cool. Well, and yeah, let's go meet him. And I'll banter with him as we go, making chatter.
Okay. Yeah, you guys continue chattering and you continue walking across this camp. You pass up the table where there's even more food, and Bear points over. He said, might be a little bit of a long day. If you need any grab it now.
I walk over and can I get 4 jerky sticks and can I get some refreshments for this person that we're meeting in the medic tent?
I think staying away from foods right now is probably a good idea for him, so I wouldn't worry about
Okay.
it.
Never mind. Okay, then yeah, I'll pick up a few bite sticks and keep going.
All right. And you get past this food area. They're cooking. They're still prepping everything. They're trying to get all of their morning ready together. And you get over to the medical tent, and you see Jack Holmes there, Mad Mags, and Bear stands there. His two hands on his hips, and he's just like, Jack Holmes. It's been a hell of a long time.
Oh,
That's your friend?
Bear looks over. He's like, yeah, recognize him?
Uh, I've heard his music because Dee Dee always plays it for me. But hey, Mags. Sorry. You guys.
You're fine. That's one of the reasons why I brought you over. Jack, you awake? Or you still hungover?
look, I've just given me my shit back, and I will get out of your hair. Okay?
No can do. You
What?
got me into some hot water. And you gotta pay that hot water back.
Bollocks!
He just shakes his head at you and he's like, nope. You got into some pretty serious shit back up in Night City, and I am still paying off the debt that you racked up to that poor bar and those 6 incredibly unlucky women.
Well, that's a lie. See, I only counted 4, and
Did you remember to open up both eyes this time?
it was their idea. Okay. Youth these days, they're nuts. Look,
Uh,
I don't want to be here any more than you want me to be here. All right, so I'll take my gun, borrow a car, and I will fuck right off.
that's not gonna happen. You owe me.
And
You probably need to clean all your stuff anyway. You left it pretty much a mess. It's over there in the corner. If it weren't for these nasal filters, I don't know how I would have survived the night.
And Bear just
suppose I
looks over
have-
at Mags like, yeah, you're gonna need something strong to get that out.
Maybe a match.
It's an idea.
I suppose I have you to thank for my current condition. Alive, I suppose.
You've got Mags to thank for your current condition, alive. But you have the entire Snake Nation to thank for getting your ass out of Night City before you got yourself killed there.
Bear, don't stop with me. I made the money that start. Whatever. What do you want?
Well, our pilot was the one that got you out of there. You're going to have to pay him back for the damage that you did inside of his gyrocopter. I'm not sure what was left behind in there, but it was not pleasant. I don't know if he has cleaned it up yet or not. But if he hasn't, that's going to be your job first and foremost.
Wonderful. Reduced to menial labour. Is that really what you want me to stick around for?
No.
Cut.
You've got to pay us all back. And you're going to be helping us on our next run. Because I need you to get clean. This is unacceptable. Especially when, after what the bar told me, I'm the only one who fucking picked up the phone.
Bear, you haven't given a fuck about me for 20 years. Why now?
It's not that I haven't given a fuck about you. It's that you stopped coming around. You sold out.
Oh, don't stop. Your politics and your wonderful march for freedom. Look. You know what? We've had this argument too many times. We had this argument the night I bloody left. All right? And you're even more obstinate now than you were then.
I wouldn't call it obstinate. I call it experienced. Just like you are. We both have our own. Well, yes and no. We both have our own experiences, but the problem is that your experience was selling out. And what I need you to do is I need you to pay us back by giving up that shit. You do know what's going on up in Night City, right? About all the different corpos literally using people, not only emptying out your creative abilities, but also your fucking brain. Haven't you heard about this shit? It's those damn corpse all over again. You want to wind up on the Channel 57 news? Is that what you want?
If it means you'll stop preaching at me, then fine.
Good. Grab your shit. And he walks over, picks up very, very gingerly your pile of clothing, reaches into it, and pulls the gun out. He says, grab your shit, clean it off. Domino is going to show you where you can go find T-Bone, and I will meet with you and everybody else at high noon over in the main tent. Got it?
I'm
Fine.
what? Wait. I okay.
Bear looks over at you, Domino, and he says, "Domino, you're the one who had to call in for T-Bone. You put your neck on the line for him. You're supposed to know where he's at all times.
Right. I know where he is. I meant that. So now I'm responsible for two.
I'm responsible for Holmes. You're responsible for T-Bar, but I've got other things I need to take care of right now."
Understood. And you're the boss. I will get on it. Um. Well, talk about being disappointed by your idols. Dee Dee's gonna kill me. So, Jack, you're dressed enough. I'd say carry your sheet because please don't put that on right now and follow me and we'll go find D-Bar. Mags, do you need anything?
I'm good.
All right. We'll be back. And no, not out that door, Jack. This one over here. But this way. Here, I'll even hold the tent open for you.
Hearing boys. Fine.
Oh, I wouldn't call me that. Anyways, so yeah, and
As
I'll proceed.
Yeah, as Domino exits out of the tent, Bear moves to the side, allowing Jack to walk up, and he puts his hand on Jack's shoulder, and he looks at him just dead in the eyes, and he's like, "Trust me, this is going to be for the best, because I do not want you to wind up dead."
Takes the gun that Bear pulled out, and he's holding it by like the barrel. It's a Mataba. It's a revolver. It's silver plated. I kept it.
I know. And you know we kept here for you?
I dread to ask.
Still got your setup. I'll take you to it after you're done cleaning.
All right. He twirls the pistol and puts it in the holster that's in the pile, and then just takes the pile and leaves.
All right. So Domino, you take Jack out of the tent, and Bear looks over at you. He's like, "Thank you, Domino. I'll be with you guys in a little bit."
All right, sounds good. Jack, if you would walk about 4 feet in front of me, and I'll tell you left or right.
My eyes are working, child. Come on, let's go.
I know, but my sense of smell is working too. So please, either 4 feet in front or 4 feet behind. Your preference. You can follow if you want, but
All right, you've got a point. I'll give you that. And he follows behind you
okay.
because he doesn't know where he's going. So
Yeah.
Bear turns around, looks over at Mad Mags, and he's like, "All right, Mags, you've had a long ass day. Feel free to take the rest of the day off. I will need you around noon, though. We're gonna be doing a briefing. Okay."
I was just about to call Kali and ask her to take the shift so I can go grab breakfast and a nap. Sounds great.
Yeah, we'll close up tent. Food's already ready outside, and he reaches over and pats Mags on the shoulder. He's like, "Thanks, thanks for fixing him up."
Well, that's what we're here for.
And he walks outside, and what's going on right now is it's morning. It's very early morning, and as you guys can all see from the map, uh, the area that they're in is borderline desert. This area has very little vegetation. It has mostly dirt and sand. And one of the weirdest aspects about living out here is that it's not in the smoggy areas, the smoggy zones of Night City, and so the cloud cover and the smog cover is nowhere near as thick. And so there is this large red sun hanging up in the sky, same as it is every single day, every single morning. It's rising up and just beating down on Snake Nation. Now, as this morning is coming through and as the sun's breaking, Remy, you hear the morning bell. So does Calamity. You guys hear the bell ringing that food is ready, and so the two of you are woken up. T-Bar, I do not know if you are going to be sleeping in your gyrocopter or in your tent, but you would likely hear it as well.
I don't think T-Bar's in any condition to eat after spending a trip with with devilish Mr. Holmes. He's got a little bit of an upset stomach now himself.
Gotcha. So you hear that morning bell. My guess is, because I know I asked all of you to add in tent and camping gear and stuff, is that you're probably set up next to your gyrocopter, so you wouldn't have to deal with that smell on the inside all night. But you hear that bell going off, and so Calamity, Remy, and T-Bar, the three of you hear the bell going, and you start to hear the low hum of people waking up and groaning, stretching, and trying to wake up. Holmes, Mad Mags, and Domino, the three of you are already outside. You see lines starting to set up, some people going over to the clothing tent, some people going and grabbing soap so they can go clean up, some people going and grabbing food. And for Jack Holmes, this is a blast from the past for him. 25 years has gone. He hasn't seen or heard any of these kinds of things in such a long time because he's been living in the city, not out in the wastes. And so, what are all of you going to be doing at this point? Calamity, Remy, T-Bar, what are you guys going to be doing?
Crawling out of my tent, stretch like you described. I want to grab my sniper rifle and I walk over to Remy's.
Okay.
I get over to Remy's and just start motioning towards to at him. Uh, what's your name again?
My, Remy, darling.
Oh,
How many
yeah,
times I got to tell you this?
amnesia thing. Um,
I'm sorry.
need when after we when you get a chance, I need you to work on see if you can help me fix that. I'm getting really tired of it.
I know. It's on the list. You got a large list, Cher, and I will get around to everything on it. You have my
It's
word.
definitely. I'd really
But
like you to take a look at this if you could. And I'm handing you my mist. It's not
sorry.
working.
Go on.
It's not working properly. It's my sniper rifle.
All right. I will absolutely take a look at this right after I get some food in my belly, because I am famished, darling.
Thank you kindly.
All right, so
So
Calamity's gone over, hands off that you said a list of all this stuff over to Remy.
There's a long laundry list of stuff that she wants. Various stuff, explosives, fix her faulty memory cyberware.
Gotcha. And Remy, what were you gonna say? Sorry about that.
and I'm going to go ahead and put that list next to probably a couple lists that are quite identical to it as a result of the amnesia. And then start trotting on over to the food, because he's again quite famished.
Gotcha. And Calamity, does Calamity feel hunger for food? Does Calamity still have those kinds of drives inside her, or no?
Yeah, most definitely. She still eats. That hasn't been replaced yet. So,
Gotcha.
but like being a trained soldier, he's happy with quick rations. So whenever we go out scouting or on a job, she'll grab a quick ration.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
make my way over.
Oh, I was going to say, so the two of you head on over to the food area, and then I was going to ask, what is T-Bar doing?
I'm gonna plop myself down next to Remy there and say, "Hey, you busy today?"
Board on top of Calamity's laundry list. Not
She
too
ain't gonna
busy, no.
remember if you do it anyway.
I know, but I gotta keep up appearances.
Man, I
So no,
had the
not busy.
bear sent me into the city last night. This old fucker puked everywhere in the gyrocopter. I gotta take all the panels off. I can't get the smell out. I need some help.
Well, listen here. I'm more fixed technology. I'm not much of a cleaner of technology.
I just need help getting all the panels off. It's gonna take all
Oh
day
yeah,
if I do it by myself.
yeah, no problem with that. As long as it's not too ripe when I get to it.
I put one of those little tree fresheners in there. It should be all right.
I'll take your word for it.
You like pine?
I haven't smelled that odor in years, but yeah, I like pine.
Can help too.
Awesome. As many hands as we can get.
It just won't be gentle. Okay?
Well, now, hey,
Uh,
no. Gyrocopter like that, it needs a gentle touch. You can supervise.
Suppose.
I wonder whatever did happen to that old guy. I think he was dead. I mean, it smelled like it.
And as you say that, you see Domino walking up with Jack Holmes. Two of them are slowly making their way across camp, and they are heading over to where you have parked your gyrocopter. And let's get a little bit higher up here where we can see our vehicles. And
On
stuff.
on the way, Domino would have stopped and picked up shampoo, detergent, like any synth that like from the local vendor. Just been like, I need this and the. For now, you can put it on my tab, but it's going to be his tab because I think he's going to be saying, "Here, this is for cleaning that."
Um,
Here,
so
Hey,
the quartermaster actually looks up at you. He's like, "Tab, oh, stop going on about that. I already know you got me covered. We're all good."
all right, cool. But well, he's not, but for now under me. But we'll get it over to him when and if something whatever is going down with that. Have you seen T-Bar?
Oh yeah, he's I think he's just waking up. I see them up there. He's talking with Remy right now, and he points a little bit north.
Oh, yeah. All right, follow me because yeah, you got some cleaning to do more than just your clothes. Hey, T-Bar.
I'll give a wave back to Domino.
I'll head on over with Jack. So, do you recognize this sack?
Should I?
Yeah, apparently, you flew it in, and I'm bringing him back to you to help clean up your chopper. So,
Holy shit, that's the dead guy?
yeah. I mean, we brought him to Mag, so you know that she wasn't going to let him die.
Oh, she probably used some of her voodoo stuff to bring him back, huh?
Oh yeah, you know the stuff that actually works. Well, you don't believe it yet, but you will. You'll see.
Okay.
don't mind me, gentlemen. Just continue talking as if I'm not standing right here.
We will. Hey Rem. Hey, Lemmy. You told
Morning.
me I could call you Lemmy. Remy and Lemmy. It works. See, remembering things.
I don't remember this, and I'm about to bust you up.
I apologize, Lemmy. It's Domino. We've
I
known
like
each
that.
other since we were kids, and I asked for your permission, and you gave me consent that I could use Lemmy to as a identifier. I'll go back to Calamity if that works better. I apologize. And really, if you need to take anything out on me, you can take it out on him. But please don't do it so much that Mags has to put him back together again.
I'll let it slide for now.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're going to hit him, please make sure I am present. Thank you.
No, you're my proxy. Thanks. But anyways, so yeah, there's the helicopter that you came in on, and T-Bar will point you to the supplies to help clean it, and if you need help with like taking the stuff apart to get into the crannies, I'm assuming maybe Remy will help, but if not, I'll try to help and chip in if I can.
I don't know. Before he gets in my chopper, I think we need to maybe spray him down. We got a hose or something?
He's in freshest clothes, and here, and I walk over and reach inside T-Bar's jacket pocket, and I pull out another one of those pine fresheners, and I try to gracefully drape it on the necklace around uh, Jack's neck. That should help a little bit. Smells better than you do.
No, doesn't help much.
True. It
Yeah.
was worth a shot.
You're a people person, aren't you?
Sometimes.
I can tell. Right. All right then. Let me get cleaning so I can get out of here. Find a way.
Let's show you over this way.
Follow.
Take him over towards the chopper or gabricopter.
Yeah, so T-Bar, you bring Devilish Jack Holmes over to this gyrocopter, and Jack, you literally don't remember ever being inside of this vehicle. Previous night, you were so lost. I would say three sheets to the wind, but T-Bar's explanation of I thought he was dead, that seems a little bit more apt. So you get to this gyrocopter, and it is not quite Santorum like Furious George is suggesting in the comments, but it is coated with some unknown layers of liquids and solids that you're not totally sure where they came from your body, but they are all definitely yours. You also see that inside of there, one of your shoes is sitting very, very carefully placed directly in the middle of the passenger seat, and looks like it may have been used as what are those called? Flight bags that you
Oh, damn it.
throw up into just in
That's
case.
That's a snakeskin boot as well. So it takes it out. You know they don't make these anymore. Not many snakes left, are there? Down on the ground. So you're trying to convince me that this thing actually flies.
It ain't pretty, but it flies.
It was prettier before you were in it.
That's true.
Probably. I'm just having a difficult time believing that carried me anywhere. Fine. Goes to grab whatever
I got
cleaning
like
agent he's been handed.
sudsy bucket and hose over there, I guess.
Yeah, and just, kind of whatever he's got on his top, takes it off. He has a light tattoo on his back. It's an entire back piece that's a devil's face, and begins washing the chopper.
I guess I'll start by as he's doing that, taking off like the panels on the doors in the front there.
Sounds good. And this is actually where I would like our very first inaugural session 1 roll to go on. Devilish Jack Holmes, go ahead and give me just a base tech roll. So 1d10 plus your tech. Let's see how good your wax on, wax off technique is.
And we do
First
have
roll.
currently 3
Wonderful.
twos available in pool. There's 3 currently available.
Wonderful.
If you need a +2, take one.
While Jack is doing this, Domino breaks out his agent and takes a few pictures of him cleaning and sends it to the entire clan of, hey, check out our newest potential member that we picked up last night.
Where's me? I know how to roll skills, but how do I just roll a flat stat?
So on your roll 20, what you should be able to do is you should be able to just click on the tech. There should be a little dice underneath it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, so you got a 12. Okay, so your work on this, I mean, it's not slow, but it's not fast particularly. You are working your way through trying to get this stuff scrubbed down, and it takes you the better part of the morning. Now, as you are working on this, T-Bar, were you joining him, or are you letting him do this solo?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of assisting. Like, I'm actually doing like taking the front panels off, like side the doors, like when people puke in there, that gets under,
Oh,
kind of.
yep. Okay. So you're helping out with the panels and just trying to.
Right. So to get all the nasty stuff that gets in the small spaces in between.
Gotcha. All right, so you are working and helping out. Remy, were you joining them as well?
Yeah, I was gonna go grab breakfast, but I think the smell kind of put me off, so I'm just gonna stroll over and help out.
Roll to clean your sick. Yes, Captain Mark, exactly. So he's cleaning up the sick. And Calamity, you're supervising?
I'm holding on to the hose.
Gotcha. Every once in a while,
So
I
when
hope you're.
when Jack turns around and I just tell him that when he's ready, just let me know, and then as soon as he turns around, I spray him down.
Him or the
With
copter?
what? Oh,
Yes.
And him and the copter.
oh.
Good. Get
Every
in the
time,
morning bath.
every time he turns, every time he turns around, I spray him down.
Oh, you are terrifying.
Terrifying him, doesn't even need a gun. Bravo, bravo.
I'm scarier with a gun.
And Domino, are you joining them in this adventure as well, or are you going on with your daily business?
In between pictures, I'll help out. But
Okay.
but there's a lot of candid pictures, especially like I try to time one so the moment he like I'll even call it I'll be like, "Hey Jack, you missed this spot," and when he turns around and Calamity gets him right in the face, I take a picture and I send that out too.
Everyone is having far too much fun at my expense.
Welcome to the pack.
Welcome.
Spray him again.
I love this.
Lovely.
Domino, do me a favor really quick, and we're gonna get our second roll in. Go ahead and roll me a composition roll under your skills.
Which one?
Composition is under education skills.
Uh
Get the
oh.
perfect angle, see how solid you can get the lighting, and the perfect just mouth filled up with water face.
I'm gonna throw 2 luck into this, so I add 2 to
Do
this
you want
roll.
to use?
Oh
do you
yeah,
want
you
to use
One's
are.
for
any
the
from
gram.
chat?
So, but I'll still spend 2 luck, so I get that 4. So 13.
All right. Yeah, so you get some pretty solid pictures in. Some pretty decent ones. There's only a few that are washed out, but you got a nice little collection now that you have saved up on your agent that you can share onto the local net here for the Snake Nation.
Oh,
T-Bar.
I'm
Oh, go ahead.
giving Dee Dee a I'm giving Dee Dee a live feed because she idolizes Jack.
Wonderful. She's probably just like messaging back like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that's devilish Jack Holmes. There's no way he was so hot 30 years ago. Oh my god, how can this be?"
Right in the face.
And T-Bar and Remy, can I get both of you to roll me a tech roll as well? Just flat tech.
Just tech, not the aerial tech.
Yep, just tech.
Oof.
All right, we've got a 13 and a 13. Oh, don't oof it. You're okay. Oh wait, no, you're the tech. That should be like a 90.
Right.
Goodness. Well, we got two 13s going on right now. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not too hot either.
Do I add my moto to it because it's like a part of for a vehicle, or
Actually, yeah, I'll give that to you. So what's your
Could I have used my tech scanner?
tech skin? No, it's on cleaning. So
so
transitioning
my
over.
moto is 4, so that'd be 17, I guess.
Okay. All right. So we definitely got a bigger contribution there. Good. And so we've got Remy, we've got T-Bar, we've got Devilish Jack Holmes all working on fixing this thing up, getting it cleaned out, taking the panels off. And Jack, you can notice that things are finally starting to pick up a little bit more as the others join in on this cleaning, disassembly, reassembly. Calamity seems to be having quite a bit of fun, and Domino as well, as the two of them revel in your pain. Um, Mad Mags, while you are going out, you're grabbing your food. You hear and see all of this going on the north side of the camp. The oh, oh, and you hear the laughing, you hear metal clinking, you hear sprays. It sounds like quite a bit is going on as everybody else is going on throughout their day. And as you're grabbing the food, you see Kali walking past. She's like, "Hey, I'm going in for the tent. I got it covered."
Thank you, love.
No problem. And they go into the tent and start setting up their own work. What are you going to be doing with your morning?
I'm going to grab a small breakfast, take it back to the home tent, eat it, and sleep. Um, I'm going to set the alarm on the agent to wake me up only just long enough before noon to make sure my clothes aren't too rumpled and head over to wherever the meeting's going to be. So, yeah, going to be totally zoned out until just before noon.
Okay, awesome. And so I was hoping that we would hit at least 30. You guys got that 30 with your tech rolls, so you guys are able to successfully clean up, and you're able to successfully get the gyrocopter nice and fixed up. And the smell is 99% gone. The all of the visible stains are cleaned up. What's left over that seems to be a little bit problematic is the dirty clothes. And so, Devilish Jack Holmes, you have one snake boot that is filled with your vomit, and the rest of your clothes that are coated in question mark, that you still have to yet to get cleaned. Everybody else, though, you guys are done getting the panels screwed in. Everything's back in place as it should be. The smell's dissipated. Your stomachs are probably rumbling, and the morning has creeped its way through. Now it's probably roughly about 10 or 11 o'clock, and so at this point, Devilish Jack Holmes, you can choose to continue wearing the spare scrap clothes that you were given, or you can try and clean up your clothes and get dressed. But T-Bar, Calamity, Remy, and Domino, you all get dressed. You get ready for this big clan meeting at noon. So please tell us, what do you look like as you are finishing getting yourself ready from the morning, getting a little bit of food into you, and heading out to the meeting? I'm going to start from the bottom. Domino, what do the clan members see as you are coming on into the main meeting hall?
This.
Okay, so
So
describe it to us a little
literally,
bit.
yeah. So Domino typically is going to be wearing Nomad leathers. He's kind of got cargo pants, so he has extra pockets in case he has to do work. He always carries something in, like a knife in one of the pockets, so that he can. Knife is a utility tool that you must always have, and that's taught from the very early age that you have to have that, and maybe a screwdriver. So he has those just in case, and always has his leather jacket, but he's always wearing a kind of flashy band shirt, referencing bands that only some people in the clan have heard of. And yeah, he's got a light tattoo on his left arm that, flashes, and it's the word love, and it's broken. And that's because love, like all of us, love is damaged, but that doesn't mean that it's not still good. And it feels like a motto for him that was taught to him by Mama Snyder, and so that's kind of where he walks and kind of keeps his shades on, at least during the day when that evil day star is out shining down like this. He prefers working at night.
All right, perfect. Hold on one second. All right, so we've got Domino setting himself up, heading on in. Remy, as the morning passes, you get dressed. What do the clan members see as you are heading into the main tent?
So he still has a lot of his clothes from before he joined up with the clan, but he also has a lot of sort of outerwear that the clan has sort of given him. So he's wearing the his leather vest, and he's got some leather driving gloves and whatnot. But underneath, he's got a lot of sort of brighter neon street clothes, a lot of purples, and kind of like an Ed Hardy leather daddy. I think would be a great way to describe it.
Perfect. Awesome.
And he is never without some mirror shades.
Sorry about that. My wonderful girlfriend was coming in, bringing me in a little bit more coffee. And good. So never without the mirror sheets. Got it. And goodness gracious. So you're heading in. We have Calamity. Calamity, you are getting yourself dressed and ready. What does Calamity look like when she walks into the main tent?
Pretty much what she was found when she was what she was found wearing when she was found by the clan. Her military fatigues, um, like her that have been shot up, um, shoulder armor, shoulder harness, a pistol belt with her holster and her very heavy pistol, at her waist. Sleeveless. Her jacket is sleeveless because of her augmentations for her arms. She wears a desert scarf in case of like sandstorm or whatnot, and then a pair of goggles around her neck.
Awesome. Do you want to borrow mine? All right, so we've got that's actually a very smart addition because what I'm going to be talking about after our bio break, I'm going to talk with our audience a little bit about some of the supplements that we're going to be using, and sandstorms are a probability in there, so it's good that you've got that prepped. T-Bar. What does
So
T-Bar look like?
T-Bar was under the impression he should dress up for this meeting, so he has one of those shirts that's like a tuxedo T-shirt, his least ripped jeans, and he feathered up his mullet really high, so it's really really tall.
So nice coif going on.
Yeah, nice coif on the mullet.
Beautiful. Mad Mags, you have your beauty sleep, your alarm has gone off. People are starting to make their way to the main tent. What does everybody see as you walk in?
Standard Nomad leathers, you know, ancient Doc Martens. Everything is black leather. You can find it a graphic tee underneath. Um, she's always got her belt pouch, air hypo, and other quick handy medical supplies on one hip, and a pouch of vials that go into the air hypo on the other hip. Um, she's got chem skin, which is tied in through the biomonitor. So it gives slight cues based on her mood, but it's otherwise just keeps her looking slightly tan is the default state. She's got tech hair, which is a flopped over mohawk like an undercut, which is almost always the pattern of the bisexual flag. Occasionally switches over to full rainbow.
Awesome. And Devilish Jack Holmes, you've been hosed off. Your clothing's been kind of cleaned by the additional hosing of Calamity just spraying into the pile. It's been drying off in the sunlight. Uh, it's around noonish. You finally finished up. Everybody's started to make their way over to this the same big tent. So as you are walking over, still a little bit disheveled, what do these Snake Nation see as you walk in?
They've taken the clothes and cleaned them off. So kind of I mean, I suppose what you can see here, open like a white shirt, it's kind of open at the top. Um, Velvet jacket, crushed velvet. This one maroon. Rings on every single finger, and headscarf on, and like scarily tight leather trousers, with a belt that the buckle is like a devil's face. It's the same as the tattoo on his back. Like just black leather trousers and snakeskin boots. Which he cleans the majority of what was left in the one that you found in the gyrocopter and kind of finishes putting that last boot on before making his way over to the meeting.
Awesome. So we've got our 6 crew members here walking into this main tent, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint us a little picture before we go into a brief bio break. What happens is that all of these folks are walking into this massive tent, a tent that could probably house maybe around 100 people. And this huge tent has definitely seen better days, but also has received a lot of patches over the years. You see it literally every single color under the sky. You see patches, you see things hanging and dangling everywhere. And as all of our different characters walk into this tent, they see probably about 40 other people. And these are people of every race, every ethnicity, every single possible gender and size. You have literally everybody combined into this massive group that are all standing around, laughing, chatting, some of them still eating, some of them still drinking, some of them are already moved on to drinking some alcohol for the morning. And you see T-Bar, sorry, not T-Bar, you see Bear standing up on this stage. And on this stage, you see him there, and he has 2 other people standing next to him. Neither of them look familiar to any of our Nomad members here, but one of them stands there, and she looks to be probably in her 30s, an Asian woman standing there, dressed in Nomad leathers, and you can see that her hair pulled back has this silver streak through the side. You also see this very large man, probably even a little bit bigger than Bear, standing there. He's got this very large hat on that is definitely used to keep the sun out of his eyes, and this massive coat that seems to be covering up a large collection of very heavy duty firearms. And both of them are standing there talking with talking with Bear, and Bear turns over and grabs a microphone off of a small table that's up there. It's like, all right, everybody, listen up. We've got some news. We've got some possible fun ahead of all of us. And ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to take our bio break. Okay, so we'll be probably anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. This is going to be our main bio break. I was worried that I would need to go to the bathroom like every 5 minutes, but luckily I've tried to steadily slow down my coffee intake. But I'm going to switch us over to our bio break screen. I have a question, though, for our players. Do you want mics hot or mics off?
I'm okay with hot.
Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, they are
Either's
pretty
fine.
sexy microphones.
All of them sexy
next
microphones. All right. Well, I'm going to switch this over to BioBreak. I will keep our microphones hot. If you guys want to talk with our community, if our community wants to chat with all of you, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. And as we are enjoying our break, I'm going to be having some wonderful music, just like our intro, made by the group known as Helix Code over at Outworld Sounds. They're going to be giving our soundtrack for the entirety of our campaign. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in a few.
I'm having a blast, everybody. I'm going to step away because bio, but I look forward to talking with you more all in a minute because this has been fantastic.
Yes, I'm also going to
Yeah,
step
no,
out
I'm fine.
for a moment.
And I'll see you all in a few minutes.
Jack is thinking or getting the idea I was picking on him. Harm's fun. Domino, I could have sworn you have a note.
A note?
Yeah. That I allow you to call me what by that nickname.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to remember how to remind Lemmy of it.
If it's in my own handwriting, then I'll
That's right.
recognize
Okay.
it.
Okay. I'll remember to. I'll be like, no, you wrote this. See, your handwriting.
That'll keep you from getting bumps and bruises.
Yes. Or maybe I'll hold off on showing it and get you to direct those bumps and bruises to Jack.
Or you could hold it and play the sympathy card. You
Yeah.
beat me for no reason.
Yeah. No. Domino will definitely mess with some people, but definitely not Calamity. He earned the privilege of calling her Lemmy for short.
If you didn't have the note, then you'd probably get those bumps and bruises, and you'd probably end up hogtied on the front end of your car with barbed wire.
Don't tease Domino with ideas.
Thought you were gonna say, "Don't tease you with a good time."
Well, yeah, I mean, all I'm hearing right now is incentive. Leave the note in pocket.
I thought of a good tactic if we're gonna be going on a couple of runs, since I'm an ex-militech, or can probably get away with portraying an Arasaka being hired gun.
Ooh, yeah.
You guys chase me, like tell them that my convoy has been hit.
Ooh.
Get them,
We
yeah,
can
get
definitely play that up.
the convoy to stop, and we can play it we can play it fast and loose from there.
I'm still loving the fact of having the station wagon with the extra seating in the back, where you're just sitting straight out, looking the back and covering the rear, and going full auto on anybody that approaches us.
I still want to know how you ended up with a Griswold family car.
Hey, look. Like I said, Mama Snyder walked up to the Griswolds one day and said, "Hey, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it right now. Yeah, we're gonna take it." To horribly butcher a song. That's what Mama Snyder does. And then they gave me the car. And like, has anybody else been having this dream about this lady in a red bathing suit getting out of a pool? Or is that just me for driving the car?
I believe that's just you, my friend.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll get to introduce her to you guys someday. Well, maybe I'll get to introduce me to her.
Sir, you're sure there's not an exhaust leak in your car?
Remy said there wasn't, but maybe? Maybe I want there to be? I don't know.
CO2 poisoning will do crazy things to your mind.
I am not talking about Stacy's mom, though I hear she has it going on.
Oh my god, this wig is making my head itch so bad.
I don't know how much longer the headband's gonna last, but
Okay. I'll put the jacket back on. It's not a jacket, it's a coat. It's actually, like fake fur lined and everything. It's an actual winter coat. It's not a lightweight leather jacket. It's a full-on winter coat. So I got my AC at 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm still sweating. It's all about the IP, baby.
Oh, yeah. The AC doesn't help these fingers. But look, I want to make sure that I have a firm grip on my steering wheel.
to give everyone a peek behind the curtain, but thankfully I am not in real life wearing tight leather trousers. I am wearing basketball shorts.
Oh, my immersion is
Oh, dear.
completely ruined now.
You're not
I
wearing
didn't
grape
want-
smugglers?
Thankfully, I don't think you need to see that.
Wait, you guys
Twitch
are
wants
wearing...
to know if you're wearing the devil's belt, though.
I did have that belt as a young man in my 20s.
Wait, you're all wearing pants?
I'm actually wearing jeans.
I thought it was
That's what I
trousers
always
optional.
As long as you don't stand up, you're fine. Wear whatever the heck you want to on your bottom half.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
This is actually a leather crop top.
when we were told we were going to get IP for dressing up, I spent hours looking for the Vaseline to, mimic Capricious's character from the other game.
From Panda's game, yes.
Flatter your DM by coming dressed as one of his PCs. Ooh.
Alrighty. Hey. I see.
Hey-o.
Gotta fix that headband, man.
Yeah. To peel it off because it just. Oh, hang on. Headphones coming up.
Blindfold now.
Maybe he'll need that for what's about to come up.
I would
can
be
move-
wearing my shades, but then I wouldn't be able to read the computer screen because it's a different prescription.
Can be with me when I'm wearing his blindfold when I go running up to the to any convoy, saying that you guys are chasing me, and that my own convoy's been hit. And I need them to stop.
Actual mirror
Shit
shades.
is sweaty too.
Hmm.
I got mirror shades. I don't know where they've disappeared to. I had an excellent set of aviators, and they have, since I moved to Taiwan, they've just miraculously been gone. But my girlfriend got me these, and I love my circular shades. I have a pair here, literally, that I just keep here for streaming.
Well, before we had just finished talking before you got back on the mic about how when you talked about bonus points for role playing, my initial thought was to try to. I spent hours looking for Vaseline and shaving cream because I figured I'd role play one of your characters.
Oh God! Please no! Please no! We don't need another Bolt. Bolt can stay on Panda's stream where he belongs. I'm a little terrified of that coming. Actually, I am. And actually, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Hello, everybody. I got a couple of things I want to mention before we actually start up. So, first things first. Number one, as all of you probably heard, that absolutely excellent mix of music that was custom made by Helix Code over at Outworld Sounds. I've already dropped their link in the chat. It's twitch.tv/Outworld Sounds. Kate and Max are some excellent folks that have been amazing, not only to myself but also to my girlfriend, and they have a great little community, and they've just been a pleasure to work with. We also have here, as all of our audience can see, we've been using this little map here. This is the Nomad Market map that was created by Valstoys, also known as Red Dragon. And I'm very happy to share that he has a Patreon, which I'll be dropping onto our comment section a little bit later today. Valstoys, or Red Dragon, will actually be the main provider and purveyor of maps for us for this campaign, because I love his style, and he has been a absolute treat to work with as well. Next up is, of course, I have to mention Rob, GM Rob Mulligan. I absolutely love working with him, and I have 100% truly appreciated everything that he has done for me, for the community, getting all of these wonderful folks here together, not only in our chat, but these excellent players that have been making my morning so much better. And I want to thank all of you for playing with me. I've been very nervous and very worried, constantly freaking out, because this is the first time that I have ever run a game on Twitch, and all 6 of these wonderful people here have been keeping me calm and keeping me centered and doing an absolutely amazing job. So thank you all very much.
And thank you for the opportunity for the game.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's been great.
Absolutely.
I'm more than happy. This
Couldn't
is
be happier.
yeah, this has been a little mini dream coming for quite some time. We are very shortly actually going to be using the supplement that I wrote. Folks, if you are interested in finding it, if you look on cyberpunkuncensored.com, you can look up the Vehicles of Red, which is what we're going to be using in just a little bit. It is a wonderful supplement that has the Nomad Night Market in it. We also have a fillable PDF for player vehicles that you can upload an image into and type everything in. The actual supplement itself is 53 pages of extensive explanations because the core rulebook got a little confusing for me. And so I did my best to make it nice and clear about DVs, roles, vehicle combat. I added in an extra 30 or 40 vehicles into there that were direct conversions from Cyberpunk 2020 and Maximum Metal, as well as using some excellent inspiration from Wisdom 000, also known as Data Fortress 2020. He is the literal reason that our players right now are in a Nomad campaign, because he is the one who got me into Nomads in the first place from his website about 5 years ago when I first visited. He has already given me some excellent tips and pointers about what to do and include and add, and he is also the one that wrote up the pretty much the main supplement that I use to read about Nomad nations, and that's where we have our Snake Nation coming from. So thank you very much, Wisdom. I don't know if you're here, but if you're watching this later on, you rock. All of my players here, you also rock. And Rob, you rock. All of you are excellent. And I'm very happy to be here with all of you.
And you rock too, Cap.
I'm just a nerdy teacher enjoying role playing with all y'all, and it is my absolute pleasure. So, I've got Furious George. Awesome. I am glad you downloaded it. That is excellent to see. And Manticore, yes, he has lots and lots of pictures on his website. Manticore is also working for the API, the user interface for the random generator that Vampire Bytes has been working on so graciously. The two of them have been in contact with me to get it up and running, and we will actually be using it in just a little bit. Okay, so with that being said, just to recap what's been going on this morning. Devilish Jack Holmes woke up in a medical tent, stripped down from his normal clothes and wearing some baggy hand-me-downs. He woke up to see Mad Mags, the local med tech, chilling out in there after spending most of the night just trying to keep Jack Holmes alive. Shortly thereafter, we have Bear, who is one of the local heads of this chapter of Snake Nation, coming on into the tent with Domino and tasking Domino with getting Jack Holmes to repay T-Bar for completely coating the inside of his gyrocopter in questionable materials and possibly dying in the vehicle as well. Not sure. T-Bar, Calamity, Remy, Devilish Jack Holmes, and Domino then spent the morning cleaning, spraying Jack Holmes like crazy, getting fun and hilarious pictures, and Mad Mags used that time to finally get some shut-eye. And eventually, they were able to get the gyrocopter cleaned out after a couple hours of scrubbing and spraying and praying. And then they have all gotten back together to the main tent. And up on the stage inside this main tent, we have Bear. And Bear is this large man, about 6.5 feet tall, broad shoulders, deep voice, and he is the local head of this Snake Nation group. We have a woman that none of them recognize standing up on the stage, who seems to be in her mid-30s, maybe late 20s, with a silver streak in her hair. Very, very cybered. And then we have standing on his other side a very tall, almost 7-foot tall, absolute behemoth of a man wearing a super broad hat and a very large red trench coat that seems to be covering up a literal arsenal of weapons. Bear picks up the megaphone and speaks to everybody out in the crowd, all of our players, as well as about 40 other people in Snake Nation, and says, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fun morning ahead of us. I'm going to be putting together a team to get a shipment that I just got a little bit of information about from our wonderful sources over here. I'd like to introduce, and he reaches over and puts his hand on the woman's shoulder. He says, "This is Silver. She is a fixer that's been working with the Aldecaldos, and she is going to be our go-between for this quick run and gun. And this over here," and he puts his shoulder up, or his hand up on the shoulder of the taller gentleman, and says, "This over here, well, he goes by Hangman, and he's the one who got the tip off about this incoming shipment. Now, what we need to do is I need to get together two teams. One is going to be a quick strike team, one is going to be a long haul shipment team, and we are going to be heading on out to one of the reclaimer camps. Okay, they just got in a accidentally dropped shipment of what they believe are some weapons. Now, we need to get these because we have something big coming up very soon, folks. So I'm going to need some volunteers. Okay? Now, this is going to be a little risky. We've got reports of Raph and Shiv out in the area. So I'm going to need to get together, as I said, two teams. One strike team, one long haul shipment team. Do we have any volunteers for our strike team?
Volunteer as tribute.
All right, so Domino, you raise your hand up. A volunteer as tribute. It's like, all right, so
Strike
we've
team.
got a driver. Anybody else want to join in on this? We're going to need some gunners. We're going to need some people who can move fast.
Gunner.
Okay, so Calamity raises her hand up as well.
If you need somebody fast, I imagine I could do that.
Bear looks over. He's like, yeah, that helicopter will definitely help. I'm going to need you on the strike team, though. I can't really use a gyrocopter for a shipment hauling. Is that all right, T-Bar?
Whatever you say.
All right. Do we have any mechanics that can help in case we have any breakdowns?
Yeah, over here.
All right. Remy, I'm going to use you with our strike team. And, Ted. Yeah, Ted, I'm going to have you go with our long haul shipment. You're going to be in the second group. And he's like, all right, now we're going to have some shortage here at camp. We only have 2 med techs. Mags, I gave you the day off, but are you willing to join them in on this?
Come on,
Yeah,
Matt.
my buddy Domino, I can't let him die out there on the road, right?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Max. I'm sorry. I'll give you another day off later. I promise. Now, our last edition for this, we have somebody who most of you have probably never seen before, but you have heard grace your wonderful ears. And he points dead straight over at Jack Holmes. He's like, "This is Jack Holmes." Now, folks, be gentle with him, please. And you hear some folks out in the crowd laughing. And he's like, he's gonna be joining our strike team because as much as he does not want to be stuck in any kind of shooting situation, I for one know how accurate he can be. So Jack, this is your first step at paying us back. Got it?
Bristol.
Don't vomit in my baby.
Yeah, no
Or
more
I'll send the
vomiting,
picture
bud.
of
No
your
more
butt.
vomiting.
Or I'll send the picture of your butt that I took to everybody.
Wait, you got butt shots?
Oh, I got butt shots covered in water while cleaning up his vomit in the copter.
You hear another outpouring of laughter from the roughly 40 people inside this big tent. And you've got some people shouting, "Oh, I want one! Oh, give it to me! Send it this way!" And Bear looks over and he says, "All right, T-Bar, we got your gyrocopter. Domino, we got ground. All right, we don't need any sea transportation, so Rem, it's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll be working with you later. But Remy, thank you very much for volunteering to help out for fixing anything. And Mags, again, I'm sorry about your day off. Now, I'm going to be working with our shipment team separately, okay? But I'm going to give over the mic right now to Silver, and she's going to be explaining this situation. And Bear hands over this microphone, and this woman starts speaking to the microphone. Her voice, it sounds kind, but at the same time, you can hear behind her voice that she has probably experienced a lot more than she should have by her age, just like many of our Snake Nation members. And she grabs the microphone. She says, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some friends out at a reclaimer camp, and they were able to grab a shipment that was dropped off from Kang Tao. Okay, so there is a shipment out at a reclaimer camp from Kang Tao that we need to have grabbed. Now, the Aldecaldos are extremely busy right now. We are not able to get out to it because we have a big shipment to coordinate up with Oregon. But what we're going to be doing in exchange for the information is we are going to be splitting the shipment with you guys half and half. Now, we're doing this because we do not want the Raffen Shiv to get their hands on it. We already heard that they are moving towards the location, so we are expecting some shooting. Okay, I need all of you to be very careful, not only getting there, but also getting the stuff out. Now, I just have the information. Hangman over here has something to help you guys out." And so she hands over the microphone, and you see this big, broad guy, and he's like, "All right, my name's Hangman, and I'm not too good at this public speaking, but we have what you need. Anything, guns, explosives, whatever you need, we got it. All right, now I'm working with Mr. Sunshine back in Night City. I'm not going to be able to just let it go for free. So in exchange, we're going to be getting some of the weapons as well. All right? So, and he looks over at T-Bar and he looks over at Domino. He's like, I'll talk to you two in a little bit. Ask you what you guys need. Thanks." And he hands the microphone over to Bear. And Bear says, "All right, so we have our strike team. We're going to get our shipment team together. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to move. We're going to have to relocate because the Raff and Shiv know where we are at right now. We don't want them trying to intercept the load. So, ladies and gentlemen, start packing. Dismissed." And he turns off the microphone, and literally everybody in the crowd starts moving. Now, Holmes, T-Bar, Calamity, Remy, Mad Mags, and Domino, all of you are immediately approached by Bear as well as Silver and Hangman. The three of them walk up to you and they say, "All right, now we have the location. Do any of you have a comm system in your vehicle?"
I do.
Bear looks over. T-Bar, do you have comms?
I got a earpiece.
Nothing on your vehicle though.
It's kind of work in progress.
No worries. Domino, we're gonna give you the location. T-Bar, you can offer him some air support from above, but you'll be following Domino. Is that all right?
No problem.
All right. Now Silver over here, she can give you a little bit of information about the camp. And Silver looks over and she says, "Yeah, the camp itself, it's pretty small. There's only about 20 or 30 people there. I have a couple of friends that are already boots on the ground in the area. They were the ones that grabbed the shipment, but they don't have any vehicles there. It's just a little reclaimer camp. The issue is that Raff and Shiv we've already had to deal with in the past. They are nasty folks, and the folks there at the reclaimer camp are a little worried that the Raff and Shiv are going to be coming in strong, and so that's why I gave Hangman a call to hopefully bring in some extra firepower. Is there anything that you guys need from me?" And she taps on her jacket. You can see the Aldecaldos sewn right into her jacket. She's like, "Is there anything you need from me or from us?"
My hand.
Your hand?
I'm raising and I'm
Oh, go
bring
ahead.
her attention. I need Assault rifle with probably a couple hundred rounds, and a sniper rifle with AP rounds, about 50 rounds.
You see Hangman's face just lighten up as you say this. He's like, "That's my kind of girl." And Silver's like, "Yeah, I'll have you talk with Hangman." Um, Anybody else? What do you guys need?
I could
So,
use 40 plus rounds for a basic heavy pistol. I mean, I'm going to be focused on driving, but if I have to take shots, then I'll at least be able to. I want to make sure I don't run out of ammo.
All right, sounds good. Ammunition. Vampire.
clinic is low on speed heal. Use a few doses.
Well, that's actually some good news because for the for my group right now, one of the shipments that they're bringing in is that the Angels back in the city are bringing in a shipment from the sea right now, so we might be able to spare some speed heal as part of the payment.
I could use
I
something a little heavier than
more
what I
meant
got.
I more meant to be able to, keep these guys fighting longer.
Bear looks
Just in
at you.
case
He's
we're
like,
looking
grab
for death
grab what
trap.
we got, grab what we got stockpiled, and we can get it replaced. T-Bar.
I'd say I could use a rifle, something myself. I just got this little handgun, assault
Rifle.
rifle,
Okay, assault rifle.
and some ammo.
All right. Silver looks over.
You
He's like, all right, all that's all right. How about you, Remy?
wouldn't happen to have any grenades, would you?
You hear Hangman laugh a little bit quietly, and he just kind of opens up his jacket and looks down. You can see literally a bandolier of grenades that he has on the inside of his jacket. He's like, "Yeah, I got you covered."
Some of those too.
My lord.
And Bear looks over and just kind of looks straight into Jack Holmes's eyes, and he's like, "How about you, buddy?"
I'm out from the city. I don't really need anything extra. I've got my gun, I've got ammo, and I've got my sparkling personality. Fine. I'd rather not be into the outer Caldos for anything.
You see Silver. She's understood. And the two of them, Silver and Hangman, look over at Bear and like, all right, we'll start getting together what we've got with us, and we'll set that up for you guys. We have to head back, but the rest of you will have this stuff set up for you by your vehicles, okay? And you see Silver and Hangman there. They're talking with him, and the three of them walk away. And Bear looks over his shoulder. He's like, "All right, you guys got 30 minutes to get ready. We'll have what they got waiting for you. See you guys in 30." And the three of them walk away.
All right, T-Bar, what's your copter? What's the crew size for your copter? How many fit?
It's just a 2-seater.
So you and I assume probably will want somebody that's a good long shot.
Yep, somebody with something heavy to shoot with too.
Yeah. So you
Calamity.
fly. Mags, you'll ride with T-Bar.
No, I was saying Calamity.
Okay. Yeah, Calamity, you want to ride with T-Bar?
Sure.
Don't kill him. Because
As long as the crusty old codger leaves his it doesn't get handsy.
well, he'll be flying the helicopter. So if you do kill him, then you're gonna crash, and I'm sure Mags can put you back together. But let's try not to have that happen.
Kill
so-
me.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So
It's just friendly banter.
yeah, that's all.
No,
it is.
you know I'm joking, T-Bar.
All right, Remy, you picked up a rifle, or you're picking up a rifle?
Me?
No, Remy.
No, I've got a shotgun.
You got a shotgun. Okay, so you're probably We'll probably want you to be passenger. Mags, what's your payload?
I've got the drugs to keep you guys healed,
Mhm.
and I've got my bag.
Okay. We'll keep you in the middle of my middle of my car in the back seats, but out of the trunk. Uh, Jack, from what Bear said, you're a really good shot. I'm going to put you in the trunk. I have seating back there, so it'll be a nice, comfy space. But that way, the smell will be at the back. Because I mean, I know you cleaned up and it's good, but still. But you'll be able to roll down the window and you'll have a clear shot at anybody on our tail.
Damn, I forgot to ask her. You think she's got any more of those little trees, just in case?
Oh, that would have been really
We
good.
could use a couple more trees.
Yeah,
Did you say trees?
It's kind of lingering.
Yeah, the
the little pine
air
fall tree.
fresheners.
You're all very lucky. I have a very magnanimous nature.
You're very lucky. We do too,
Mm.
or at least Bear does.
I didn't ask for your help. Just remember that. Toddle off towards the car.
Look,
I got you.
look,
got
Jack.
I don't know. At the
Yeah.
ran over, you were screaming, "Somebody help me!" A lot at the beginning.
Look, Jack. The way I see it, Bear says you used to run with the family. Your family. Nobody gets left behind.
Mags makes a great point. I'm just giving you shit because that's part of the family and the way we roll. But you know, when we're on the line, you're on our side, and we got your back too.
I'll let you in on a little something. Bear got where he is today because of me. So I'm well aware of how this family rolls, okay?
We
Glances over to Bear as he sees him having his adult talk, his big people important person meeting.
Yeah, he's not paying attention.
No, I wouldn't imagine he is.
yeah. So no, we believe you that you helped him get that position. So, but yeah. So you'll be in the trunk. Mad Mags will be in the middle. Remy's passenger. Calamity is shotgun in the gyrocopter with T-bar flying, giving overwatch. Cool. Follow me to my wagon. Let's do this. Let's get ready.
We'll stop off over her tent to grab her carry pack and bag. She would normally carry those around.
And go up to the gyrocopter with my pack. Inspect the new weapons.
So give me 1 second. I'm getting this set up for you guys right now, and we will actually talk about the weapons. Just one moment. There we go. All right, so I'm going to drop this into our Roll20 chat, and you guys can divvy this up as needed. So what's been dropped off for all of you? Okay, you have access to 1 assault rifle. You have 10 grenades. These are regular explosive grenades. You also, for the assault rifle, you guys will have 100 rounds of ammunition. And additionally, give me 1 second. There will be provided for those that need it. There's going to be 1 shotgun. And with the shotgun, there's going to be 20 rounds of shotgun slugs. Okay, so these will be long distance as well. And then he also drops off for all of you 1 heavy pistol. Or sorry, 1 very heavy pistol. And 40 rounds for the very heavy pistol. Okay. Now, when it comes to your guys' requests, I was only able to roll for one assault rifle, not three. I'm sorry. Then for the pistol, it also rolled out to one. And for the shotgun, we rolled one on that as well. Was there anything else you guys needed me to roll on?
Sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle? Okay, let's see. Yep.
AP rounds.
Okay, so there'll be one sniper rifle.
And the current stock of speed heals at the camp.
Right. Give me one second.
Okay, I can forego
I'm
the
gonna break out my other dice really quick because my digital one
can
is not
forego
working.
needing the assault rifle. I'll just take the sniper rifle and the AP rounds.
So for the sniper rifle, you've got it, and for the sniper rifle, he was able to give you 10 rounds.
I have to make them count.
Who else asked for an assault rifle?
I think those two people who had asked.
Oh, okay. If Calamity's not going to take it, I will.
That's why I said I'll take the sniper rifle. You asked for this. You asked for an assault rifle also, and don't want to take it all. I don't want to be greedy. So
Well, actually, it'd probably do better for you to for you to have it than me. So, I mean,
good
it's all
point.
up to you. I'll just let you have it if you want.
In all actuality, I am your gunner, so
Yeah.
you
Uh,
Yeah.
just
Just
you just focus on.
don't forget who I am up there.
so sorry about that. We've got the 5 speed heal, and then additionally, um, he also gives you guys a grapple gun. And I'm actually using right now. I'm using a generator that I have put together that I will be releasing actually for our Twitch audience as well as YouTube later on at the end of the session. This is a random generator that I've been working on for the last couple of days that Red Dragon and Balstoiz has been very helpful with. And it's also it's designed right now for random encounters, buildings, scraps, goods, weapons, and events. And this is a wonderful tool for GMs to use for running and spontaneously creating campaign encounters. Okay, so I'm going to post your materials up that you have access to. So 1 assault rifle, 100 rounds of ammunition, 10 grenades, 1 shotgun, 20 slugs, 1 very heavy pistol, 40 rounds for the very heavy pistol, 1 sniper rifle, 10 rounds for the sniper rifle, 5 speed heal, and 1 grapple gun. Now I'm going to give you guys one more minute to figure out who's going to be grabbing what. You can add those into your sheet, and then we will be setting up for our encounter.
I wouldn't mind grabbing a couple of those grenades, though.
I only need 3.
Hey Mags, do you want to take the grapple gun since you'll be my passenger in the back in case we have to get anything in tow or latch on? I think you'd be a great shot for that, and plus that way you're not having to put bullets into anybody if you don't have to.
Oh, I don't care. It's not that I don't like putting bullets in people. It's that I'm no good at it. I'd be a lousy shot with that, just like I would be. That's
Fair.
why I carry it in my back. I mean, these spikes are just as good as bullets.
Good point. Good point. I have a very heavy pistol. I'll definitely hold on to an extra one if nobody else wants it, but I really only want at least 20 of those rounds. If anybody else needs more of the very heavy pistol rounds, by all means, I'll share them. Otherwise, if nobody will, I'll take all 40.
Uh,
No one wants the very heavy pistol.
Do what?
I have a very heavy pistol. I don't really need it, and I have 100 rounds, so I think I'm good.
Anyone else want that very heavy pistol?
I suppose having some sort of ranged weapon wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay,
I-
no problem.
I'd say let Mags have it for emergencies and take 20 of the rounds, Mags, and I'll take
Yeah.
the other 20.
Who took
I'll
the
just
shotgun?
I've not taken the shotgun. I have one.
I mean,
I will take the shotgun if nobody else will. I mean, I have some shoulder arms skills, so.
just pull.
Yeah.
I'll just pull weapons off of the dead bodies. Won't need them.
Yeah, you can take the shotgun and the ammo because I got plenty of that, but I do need
Shotgun.
some of those grenades.
20 slugs, and I guess I'll take like 2 of the grenades if you don't care. You guys could do
Yeah.
whatever the rest.
Please keep the grenade. I mean, by all means, use the grenades from my vehicle. Just don't hit my baby with them, especially if we're in it. Like, don't pull the pin and drop it.
Oh, there will be no pin pulling the way I use my grenades.
Good.
Take skill to cook off a grenade and get it to kill whoever you're trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
Jack takes the grapple gun. No one else is taking it.
Okay.
Remy,
Oh, I suppose I'll
have
take
that.
this.
Hey, that'll be great too. Since you'll be in
Yeah,
the
that
back,
tracks.
if you hit anybody, we can tow them from behind. Or if we need to tow any luggage, we can latch onto it and tie it off.
Or I can go over there and say hello.
Sure.
All right.
I'm a
Thanks.
wonderful conversationist.
That speed heal's probably actually at the clinic, so she'll stop
Are
by the
these,
clinic, pick those up, and give Callie a kiss on the cheek. Tell her she's off on a mission. We got to keep Dom alive.
What's the quality on the weapons? Does it matter just like normal quality? Or
Yeah, they are all standard quality.
Jack, as an aside, we may have just a few minutes here. Come with me, and I send Dee Dee a message to come over real quickly if she wants to meet. I want to introduce you to one of your fans from this crowd who always makes me listen to your music anytime I lose rock paper scissors.
Dee Dee,
Which is always.
yeah, Dee Dee responds back, like, "Oh my God, yes, 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 please, please, please."
Yeah. Come on over. I mean, we're packing up, getting ready to go. But if you can get over here quickly, I'll introduce you to Jack.
And yeah, so after a couple of minutes, Dee Dee comes on up. So go ahead and tell our folks here, who is Dee Dee?
Dee Dee is Mama Snyder's daughter, and she's kind of like a sister to me, not biological by any means. Just when I was brought into the family, it was her responsibility to teach me the ropes of the family and earn my place, and I did so. And she's kind of like I said, she's my sister, and we go back and forth. I'm not friends with her brother Dexter, though. He can kind of stay out of purview if necessary. But definitely wanted to introduce Dee Dee, and blonde hair, pigtails, come running up, all excited, and introduces herself to Jack.
Oh, it's
It's a fan, those things that you used to make money for, entertaining.
right. Hello.
Yeah, she comes on up. She's like, I've been listening to you for years, and you can see that she's pretty intense about this because yeah, she is starstruck. What I'd actually like you to do right now is go ahead and roll me charismatic impact.
Hey.
Ooh, so you got a 12 on charismatic impact. So this is where we actually need to take a look at our whatchamacallit, on our main core rule book and see how is she impacted by your charisma. Let's see, can I spell today? Yes, I can. Wonderful. All right, so for the charismatic impact, for our viewers that are either GMs, players, or just curious about it, charismatic impact is the role ability of a rocker boy, and that is our devilish Jack Holmes here. And charismatic impact, what it does is it shows the actual impact of his interest on somebody, whether they are a fan or whether to convert them to become a fan. Now, if an individual is already a fan, then what goes on there is that the charismatic impact will be a little bit stronger. And so, your charismatic impact, what rank are you?
4.
All right, so you are a 4. So for this, on a single fan, what's going on right now is that she is just ecstatic. She's like, "Oh my God, is there anything I can get for you?"
what I need you to do is, there's plenty of vehicles lying around here. I need you to go fetch me the keys for one of them. Just on the quiet, you and me.
Keys? She leans in real close and she's like, you know that could get me killed, right?
I'm gonna get. Look at you, you're cute as a button. They're not gonna kill you. Just. If anyone asks, just say that he asked you to do it. And he points over to Domino.
She looks over and she's like, I'll see what I can do for you, Jack. And she just gives you like very hard wink.
It's subtle. I like it.
What was that?
She looks back at Dom. Nothing. I'm just thanks for telling me that Jack was here. Oh my god. I gotta go. I'll see all of you when you get back. Be safe. And Jack, don't get hurt. And she looks over at Domino and she's like, you better keep him safe.
Hey, look, maybe if you tell me whatever that was about, there might be a picture of his butt in it for you later.
Never you mind, Domino. It's fine. Some people just have that effect on other people. I'm sorry. You're obviously not one of them. It's fine. We can't all be me. Why don't we go and do our little errand now? And
let's do that.
She leans over to you, Domino, and she gets up on her tippy toes and she whispers into your. He was asking for some panties.
Pervert! Why would you want her panties? Oh my god.
Hey.
And she just bolts. She runs. And
that child is a horrendous liar.
Anyways. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, so that's Dee Dee. A big fan, and the charismatic impact that he rolled was actually a 12. 12 is one of the higher levels of charismatic impact, and so for our GMs or players that are watching, getting a 12 for that is pretty solid. So he's lucky. All right, now all of you have split up your goods. All of you have split up your items. Hangman comes over and he gives you out the grenades and the weapons, the ammunition. Silver comes over and helps Mad Mags getting together all of the speed heal. She's taking inventory as you're taking the stuff out so that she knows exactly what to provide back for Snake Nation. Silver is very much so about the logistics and the planning and getting this stuff together, so she's trying to keep a very close eye on what's being handed out. And Bear looks at all of you and he's like, all right, Domino, I've sent the location. It's inside your car, so just jack into the car and you'll be good. T-Bar, keep a close eye, keep some good overwatch, and all of you please be safe. If we can get this Kang Tao shipment, we will be set for the next market and we could make some really, really good money. All right? If we get this done and you all get this pulled off, I owe all of you a drink when you get back. And he looks over at Jack and he's like, I'll even give you one too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get moving. And Bear turns around and walks off and gets ready and climbs into his own vehicle. Silver and Hangman both depart as well, and they start making their way back to their own groups.
Remy, rock, paper, scissors for soundtrack?
You know what? You just take it. I don't actually have my agent anymore, so I don't have access to my team.
Oh, I never get the soundtrack. This is awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you guys all get ready. Now give me 1 second to transition over to our layout here. Let me get these two. Now I've put on some tokens on the map that you guys are about to see. They are open for control for all players, so when you jump onto the new map, drop your tokens with the vehicles about where you are located in those vehicles. Now, the irony here is that I am probably the newest person out of every single one of our players here for Roll20. I am not very good with it, so ladies and gentlemen, I will be asking for your help. All right. So we've got our map. We've got all of our players here. They have hit the road. This green car here is this vehicle that excuse me, the vehicle that Domino uses. It's a station wagon, an old school station wagon that's been kind of pimped out and turned Nomad style. And then right next to it, we have I didn't have a full helicopter. I'm sorry. So you've been upgraded to an AV T-bar, but it's a gyrocopter with two seats.
Visually only.
Yeah, visual only. Visual only. No AVs yet. Not yet. But yeah, so we've got our two vehicles here. Go ahead and drag in your tokens about where you are located for each of those vehicles. You guys should have full control of your tokens. I'm getting our overlay set up so that our viewers can get a little bit of a better view of this. All right, now all of you get out and you get on the road. You've been driving for about 20 or 30 minutes, and again, it's a little bit afternoon at this point. And what's going on is that all of you are literally sitting in these vehicles, kind of baking a little bit because of the heat. You are on black asphalt roads that have definitely seen better days. They probably haven't been repaired since the Fourth Corporate War. You are in the midst of this incredibly sunny and hot day. And what's going on around you is that the majority of the space around you is wastes. The Badlands in this area are mostly sand, dirt. There's pretty much not even like shrubs or trees out there. It's pretty much all dead. And this is often seen by other people and other nomad groups as Raffen Shiv territory. The areas that nobody wants to live in, that's where the Raffen Shiv make their home. For our audience who may or may not know about the Raffen Shiv, the Raffen Shiv themselves are literally the bane of all other nomad clans. Nobody likes them, nobody respects them, nobody wants to work with them. And so they have almost completely committed themselves to being raiders, go gangs, as well as being their own kind of scaver. And so these Raffen Shiv are notorious to all of the nomad clans and even some of the folks out in the city who hear stories on the news every so often. Now, as the car drive is going, Domino, what did you choose to listen to?
Oh, I chose Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell, all right. So you've finally gotten your choice on what to listen to. You've gone to Highway to Hell, excellent.
And then I'm in Carpenter Brute with that.
Carpenter Brute. All right, cool. So we've got a little bit of the classic metal kind of going, as well as some newer. And T-Bar, do you listen to any music while you are flying?
Yeah, I got an old cassette tape with a Danger Zone on it every time I fly.
Wonderful. So we've got Danger Zone, Carpenter Brute, and AC/DC going on for these different vehicles. Now, I'm going to actually be putting on a little bit of a soundtrack so that it's not just the droning on of my voice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a little bit of music in the background from Outworld Sounds again. This one is known as Acid Tech. This is going to be our background. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay. Hopefully you folks out in the audience can hear that. I actually can't hear it on the overlay, so fingers crossed. Folks, let me know in the chat if it is working out okay, if you can hear that music.
Is that playing through Roll20 or through Twitch? Because I can't hear it.
It is through OBS.
Okay.
Can't hear it?
So it's only going out to Twitch if it's going out. Furious says no.
Yep, Furious. Alright, I turned it up a little bit. Hopefully that should be actually around the same volume as my voice. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so we've got our background music going. So this song is Acid Tech by Helix Code over at Outworld Sounds. Now, for the lot of you, you are out on this road, you are driving, and eventually, for our car driver, you see it a little bit later, but T-Bar, you notice it first. There is what seems to be a rising dust trail or dirt trail behind where all of you are driving. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Sorry, I'm having a little trouble finding it on the sheet. I've never used this sheet before.
Oh, no worries. So a perception check. Let me pull this up. There we go. You got it?
Yeah, skills tab in under awareness skills. The first one.
Yep. Awesome. Perception. Good. So you got a 14. So what you're able to tell from your higher vantage point up in the air is that probably about 30 or 40, closer to like 50 or 60 meters behind the main vehicle, Domino's vehicle, you see what looks to be a set of dune buggies pulling out onto the main road. And both of them seem to be pretty badly in disrepair. They do not look like anything from your tribe. They do not look like anything from the Alcaldos. And so you can probably take a very easy assumption as to what has popped up on the road is the Rapid Shiv. And
Can I tell if they have any weapon, vehicle weapons, like big guns or anything like that?
Yeah, so you can see, because you got a pretty decent perception check, you can see that both of the vehicles have mounted weapons. Both of them have mounted guns on top of.
So, using my earpiece, I'm going to radio that down to Domino that we got 2 bogeys on our tail.
Look alive, everybody. We're hot. We have people behind. We have people on our 6.
And I'm going to kind of nudge Calamity. Wake up. We got people out here.
What's up? Already tracking. I can load around.
Max has a radio comm as well. Got the scrambler built into it, or connected to it. It's not cyberware. It's just it's.
Okay, gotcha.
She does have one too.
I feed Bear over, or whoever's listening on the comms back at camp. Let them know that we're live. We have followers through the communication center.
So I'm going to radio down again to them. Should we engage them, or are we going to try to outrun them?
Let's just keep an eye on them. If they keep getting closer, keep me posted on their speed, and I'll try to match it. And if they look like they're still catching up, then we may want to just drop them.
All right, 10-4.
Alright, so yeah, they both of you, this gyrocopter and the car, you guys continue going on, and they seem to be keeping about 50 to 60 meter distance behind you, but they seem to be mirroring all of the movement on the road. Domino probably switching lanes to see if anybody's going to be passing or doing anything along those lines, but they just keep following directly behind. After a couple more minutes, they start edging in a little bit closer. And what I need from Domino, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please. Right, so we got a 13. Domino, you can see pretty much the same thing that T-Bar had seen. You see that there are 2 dune buggies at least, and both of them seem to have mounted weapons on the top of their vehicles. What are you guys doing?
I'd like to make a tactics check.
Tactics check. All right, go ahead.
Does this look like the behavior of somebody driving us into a trap?
Yeah. So, oh, sorry, I
What is it?
didn't hear the beep. It didn't go off for me.
Yeah, 15.
So yeah, you're able to tell that whoever it is that's pursuing you is definitely intent on keeping with you. Either it is for a trap, or it could be them directly trying to get involved or intercept. You don't believe. Okay, so you don't think that they're trying to intercept you. They're not trying to outrun you, but they are definitely following and mirroring. So it could be a trap.
I'll relay that over to Domino.
So, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, all right, if that's the case, we have two options. We can either slow down and try to take them out, or we can try to get away. But again, I don't have any upgrades on this car as far as outrunning, and they even if they're shoddy vehicles, I think we'll probably be better at trying to dissuade them from continuing to pursue as opposed to trying to get away.
I say we light them
Yeah.
up.
You want to
All
line
right,
them up?
then I'll start slowing down.
All right. Now with this, what I'm going to need Domino to do, what you're doing is you are doing an emergency deceleration, and so for our for our audience, what we are going to be using is going to be the Vehicles of Red. This can be found on cyberpunkuncensored.com. And the Vehicles of Red, as I mentioned, is a supplement that I put together, and this is one of the different recommended DV table checks that was put together. So our DV that we need to match is a 13. Now, do you have a base 13, or do you have higher or lower?
I think I'm going to. I have a lot more than that. I think I have a base of 18 because I get to add my moto skill.
Gotcha. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Good point. Holy crap. Yeah. So you don't even need to roll for this deceleration. You immediately start slowing down. Now, how far do you slow down? How far do you want to go back?
I think I want to be bold. I'm going to say weapons hot. I'm going to e-brake this, and if they don't catch on quick enough and they start rolling by, let's aim for tires and let weapons hot. Let's try to drop them before they can get past. I'm not going to go all the way stopped, mind you, but I want to at least let them get next to, so maybe their vehicle weapons will be. I want to get them potentially out of action because I don't want to damage my baby.
Well, you slam on your e-brake and you immediately decelerate, and the two vehicles are going to be, they split up. One of them goes into the next lane over to avoid a direct collision. The other one stays on the outside lane. And what's going on for that helicopter up in the air? T-Bar, what are you doing? Are you going to stay far ahead? Are you going to slow down?
No, I'm gonna slow down and kind of try to swoop around on the side, like to flank them.
So, like the opposite side, like over here? Is that right?
That sounds good.
All right. So here is where we are going to take one more very quick bio break. Coffee has finally caught up with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very sorry. But while we are on our break, what I would recommend our team does is I would like you guys to go ahead, pull up your Vehicles of Red if you've already downloaded. If you have not, then go ahead and do that. And grab your player's handbooks, because we are going to be doing some DV checks as well as some shootouts very shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the audience, we will be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to leave it Mike's Hot again. For our players, go ahead and pull your materials up, use the bathrooms, or grab any more coffee liquids if you need them. We'll be right back.
Domino, your maneuver DB chart is on over there.
It's on page what?
Page 4, right at the top. Right at the top floor.
Of the vehicle.
Of the VOR.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to find my VOR sheet.
Bar, I'm gonna need you to freaking find us a position for can maintain a stable hover.
Yeah, that's what I pretty much wanted to do because this thing does have a lot of hit points, so I don't want to get shot with a vehicle weapon.
Your TV table for maneuvers is on page 5 of VOR.
So minimum, like a safe distance would probably be like 300 feet off the ground, and 300 feet AGL. Ground level.
Okay. Especially if you get that sniper rifle.
300 feet?
350 AGL. I'm gonna have to factor in wind. I'm gonna try to take one of the drivers out.
All right, that's still gonna
Got
be
AP
what,
rounds, so
a DV-17. That's still pretty high.
if you want to get lower.
It's only about 100. Is only about 100 yards, so that's like not bad range for a sniper rifle.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna try to turn this guy's head into a watermelon.
I'm gonna grab a drink though while we're waiting. I'll be right back.
Page 8 has aiming for weak points and structural damage information on vehicles.
I think
That was
passed
page 8?
out.
Yep, page 8 of VOR.
Okay.
Targeting individuals. This is the bottom of 8. Basically, as long as you can see them through the windows, you don't have to take the called shot.
Okay.
I have targeting from one of my cyber eyes, and then so took
I mean, to get the headshot, to get the headshot, you'll need
a spot weakness and precision attack.
to get the headshot, you would need a call shot. Just to hit somebody for everybody else that's not going for headshots. If you can see them through the glass, shoot them through the glass.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. Hit the drivers.
It's something that I need to remember because I accidentally house ruled it in differently in my game. It exceeds the DB, not meets or exceeds. It exceeds. I need to drive that home so I can.
Alright, I'm now jacketed like pretty much the rest of you. I've joined your ranks.
Excellent. Digging it.
I went from auto temperature on my AC to just on high.
Just blasted. Just give me that AC.
It's currently in the 50s in my room right now,
Oh
so I'm
my
feeling
God.
nice.
I'm set right now. I
My
think
feet are frozen.
30, or sorry, not 30. I'm at like 24 Celsius. Not too bad. 25 probably.
I moved mine from its normal 78 to 76, and I'm comfortable. I get cold really easily, so.
If I'm not living in a morgue, I might as well be a lizard.
And I see Chuggy still. So come on back.
Expect.
Although we waiting for him, I'm going to post up the link to the vehicles of red in the chat if anybody is interested.
So if I'm reading the bottom of page 8 of vehicles of red properly, it sounds like if you can see them through a standard window, you can shoot them with the regular core rules.
Yes.
No +8.
Well, if you're going for the headshot.
But just to shoot them is not a name shot through the vehicle.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to the actual direct targeting, if you want to target anything or any area specifically, then yeah, it adds that +8 into the check. But when you are just shooting at a person inside a vehicle that can be easily viewed or easily seen, it follows the same standard rules.
Aiming for weak points, even if you have a rate of fire of 2, you still only get 1 attack. If you're shooting at the vehicle, going for a weak spot, it's the +8 PV, and it consumes the full attack instead of the partial rate of fire 2. But you can do it with melee or ranged.
Yep.
It's, if you get close to them, I can beat on it.
You can drive by and punch him.
Yeah, you could literally drive by punching. The only problem with drive-by punching, I ran that encounter against myself because I wanted to test it out to see how like melee combat would work. If you do like a melee attack from a vehicle, the drivers of all vehicles are at the top of the order and everybody else is beneath. And so, like, they can decelerate and you can punch them, but you're going to have to wait until the next round to drive forward again or to continue driving away. So that's where it gets a little dangerous.
I want to fly by in my chopper lower down and kick one of them.
That would be completely badass. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We should still have our acid tech going on in the background. Turn that down a little bit, and we're going to switch over tracks real quick. As for our players, I've asked you all to pull up your Vehicles of Red as well as pull up your core rulebook because we're going to need some DV tables, we're going to need some skill checks, and all of that fun jazz. For our audience, I've posted out the link for the Vehicles of Red supplement. If you are interested in downloading it, you can follow along. You can practice if you are a fellow GM, because that's actually one tip that I would like to share is how wonderful it is to practice along with. After watching Rob, I've watched Chuggy, I've watched Vampire Bites, I've watched ELH, I've watched all of these other wonderful GMs. And what I would do is I would actually go through the core rulebook while I was watching on VOD and just follow along so that I could understand and get to know the rules a little bit better. And it was very helpful as well if you folks want to check out the tutorials page on YouTube for Cyberpunk Uncensored tutorials. Rob has literally everything under the sun that you could need, so I recommend checking that out. Give me one more second.
Something I should have done.
What's up?
I said that's definitely something I should have done. Follow along as a GM while watching somebody else's stream.
It definitely helped a lot. I can't even. Yeah. Because as I've mentioned to all of you, is that I've been very, very tense and very scared not to mess things up.
You've put a heck of a lot of prep into this, and I'm quite thrilled, proud, and pleased.
How do I draw the line range thing that I saw you guys doing?
So if you grab the thing that looks like a tilted power switch, it's the
fourth one
bullet.
down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can do no snapping if you want to draw from anywhere. Snapping to center is usually what I do. So click on me and then click on my target. Usually what I end up doing. But you can do no snapping as well to draw from literally anywhere.
Yay. Okay, cool. Thank you. I wasn't sure. Last game I was playing was in Foundry and couldn't remember the Roll20.
Our next track is all set up now and running. This one is called Do Me Cruise. I love the title. It definitely works very well for some nice, awesome vehicle combat. So, ladies and gentlemen,
cruise or cruise?
Cruise is in driving over on Outworld.
Not like the cruise.
No. No. On Outworld Sounds, we've got this running joke and running use. We have this Dooms or this Cruises, and so we have both of those. If you guys join us on there, we have the this Dooms and this Cruises. And for these, they decided to put them both together and make Doomy Cruise. So that is the track we're listening to.
As long as it's not the Tom variety, I think we'll be okay.
Should be okay. So what I need all of you folks to do right now, T-Bar and Domino, you do not need to, but the rest of you, I need you to roll for initiative. So please do that right now.
Click on your own, your character, arrow, and then click on your initiative button found on the comment. It's not familiar. Oh, serious.
Oh, and I just realized that my glasses are reflective. I don't want this in the stat blocks, so I'm taking those off. No cheating.
There's no way I would have been able to see that.
Yeah.
I'm watching Roll20, I'm not watching the Discord.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm in Discord, but I have it minimized on the side of my screen so I can see all of you, but still see Roll20. So.
Ooh.
What is it again? Combat.
Combat tab, top right.
So Mad Max, you've got 8. Devilish Jax Holmes, you're at 14. I still need Remy, and I need Remedy.
I'm getting an error when I try to do it.
You have to select your token first.
Yep.
Yeah, Roll20 is very big about it.
Mm.
I minimize Discord at this.
I've never dealt with this issue before of having multiple vehicles on the same team. So Domino and T-Bar, what I'd like both of you to do right now: rock paper scissors. First round winner gets to go first.
Oh, I always lose.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes. What's up?
Yeah.
They go ahead and roll for initiative and just add that to whoever what the actual initiative stats were.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. I wanted to have fun with rock paper scissors because Domino made.
Oh, you saved him. I was gonna own him at rock paper scissors.
We can still do it.
Yeah.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, Domino, you lost.
Yep, I lost. I always lose.
Well, go ahead and roll initiative, I guess. Vampire Bites being all technical and following the rules. Psh, you're Snake Nation.
To me, that makes sense. I don't know. It just makes sense. See, T-Bar doesn't get an initiative. What the heck?
Trying to select my my token, but it's not letting me.
I guess my back row I made didn't work. So.
Did you use the ruler, Raven? Did you use the ruler?
Ruler?
Yeah, the distance measure on Roll20. Yeah, click the pointer again.
Ooh, T-Bar coming in with a 22. Oh my god.
See, always lose.
and then click your token. Once you click the pointer, that should do it.
Let's see for our enemies.
A second. Shoot.
We've got mad buckets of +2s that haven't been used yet.
Actually, I think he might have beat me. I'm looking at my initiative and it looks there's 2 +8s and I can't figure out why.
Yeah, you're not a solo, so that wouldn't add in the second +8. Are you on Synthrope? Is that what's going on right here?
I can.
Do you have anything?
Do
If
have
you
a-
open up
a
show
live
modifiers, that 8 is from modifiers. What do you have? Do you have enough points or anything under your modifiers?
For initiative?
Well, just under show modifiers, if you check that box, it opens up all the different modifiers that you can apply to rolls. And
I
then,
think I see what it is I added an 8 in the modifier because I thought that's what I
Yeah.
was supposed to do. I've never
I
used
keep
it.
getting an
I
error.
got you.
No worries. Go ahead and just roll 1d10, and then you add your reflex.
So mine should be a 14 actually, I believe.
14. Okay.
And my reflex is 8.
Alright, so 18. got it.
Nice.
And do you have combat awareness for any of your initiative, or are you good?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that will put you
Well.
at the top of our player initiative, so no worries.
Actually, no, it's a precision attack and spot weakness.
Okay. No worries. I think you still beat
That's an 18.
everybody out on here.
Yep.
Alright, so I've got Domino, you are going to be going first. T-Bar is going to be going after that. Then we have Calamity pulling up next. We have Jack. Then we have Remy. And then we have Mad Mags coming in last. So, you guys have decided to slam on the brakes, slow down. You are trying to get ready for some combat. Domino, you are up first. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to start bobbing and weaving and swerving my car into both lanes, trying to hit them but not actually hitting them to make them lose control of their vehicles.
Alright, so for this, it's just, you're going to be doing swerving your vehicle. It's a DB13. Your base is higher than 13, so you are set on that. So you're going to be swerving between the two. Now, are you going to be ending off in the middle, in front of, where are you going to be at?
I would like to end. Do I have control of the? Can I get control of the car?
Yep, just highlight all of them together and then move it with the select move.
Oh, hold on. Let me move it back to where it was so that we're all in there and then highlight it all. There we go. Yeah, I'll end like right there.
Alright, cool. And with that, the next up actually in initiative order is one of our buggies. And so, oh, how do I ping, guys? I forgot how to do that.
Click and hold.
Just left,
Okay.
hold
With
down
the
the left
arrows.
mouse.
Yep, got it.
With arrow selected.
Yep, so this one right here, this buggy is actually going to be pulling up right here directly behind your vehicle. And the other one is actually going to be decelerating. It's going to be slowing down a little bit. Give me 1 second to highlight all of this and then move all of these together and move them up. So the second vehicle is going to
Did my
be...
swerving have any effect?
What's up?
Did my swerving have any effect?
It actually caused one of them to slow down. That's why this one's dropping back a little bit.
Sweet.
And so that is where they end off their turn. Our next up is going to be T-Bar. So T-Bar, what are you going to do? What's your response?
I want to gain some altitude, and also I was wondering if there was like a complementary skill I could use to make Calamity have a better shot, like just like try to position the helicopter in the best way for Calamity to get a good shot at the driver
Yeah.
of the buggy.
Go ahead and actually roll me tactics. It's a good one for tactics.
Probably should have took some tactics.
No worries. And we still have a couple of +2s left on our layout, so that'll be a 9 coming in for you. So with a 9, you know that the best possible move is to keep some altitude, but to move in closer towards the vehicle that you want Calamity to be attacking, because she can actually shoot down. There's no roof for these buggies, and with your move, you can actually, because you have much higher move than all of the other tokens on here, you can actually move to pretty much any position you want.
Sure, I wanted to just move kind of on the driver's side of the vehicle and gain altitude. I wanted to ideally get around over 300 feet up.
300 feet? Is
That's,
that going to work with a sniper rifle?
Calamity says
That's
the position that we want, so I don't want to get killed in my gyrocopter. So
300 feet is a DV-15, because that's 100 meters, 100 yards.
Oh, wow, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking about 300 meters, and I'm like, oh my god. Super far away. But yeah, going 100
300 meters without stuff, yeah.
We're talking 300 feet AGL,
AGL.
ground level.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so you want to put your altitude at 100 meters or 300 yards, or sorry, 100 meters, 100 yards / 300 feet, correct?
yes.
Okay.
I got a question. How's the wind?
The wind right now,
The pitchy, like it'll affect the trajectory of the bullet.
So I actually rolled for that a little bit earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. We are actually in a pretty standard sunny day. One of the things that we actually rolled on today's weather was that it was literally like no clouds in the sky. That's why it's been so like hot, and you guys were kind of roasting the vehicle. So yeah, it's pretty stagnant air for where you guys are at right now. But for the trajectory of sniper shots, I don't think wind will really affect it unless you have like extreme weather conditions.
If I want to park that bullet like right between his eyes, then a little bit of wind does affect the bullet. But I just need to know if it's more than like the altitude that we're at. If it's more than like a calm breeze or something.
So the core rules don't have any mechanics for breeze impacting trajectory of firearms. So don't worry about that.
Good. That's
as
good.
for weather that can affect it, if our audience is interested, some of the additional weather conditions that GM Rob Mulligan put together, they can impact driving checks as well as weapons checks and perception checks. But none of you guys rolled any of the extreme weathers for today, so you're pretty lucky.
So, okay.
So you are 100 meters straight up in the air, and then the additional distance, I'll highlight this on show to others. So the additional distance here is going to be, you are at 118 meters. So that is what you guys are at for your distance to that vehicle.
Up it up to 16 people.
Oh, sorry, I've got 100. Oh, you're right, 116 to the vehicle, yeah. So, Yeah, so we've got our vehicles, we've got our movement. Our next up is going to be top of our order for the actual players, and that is Calamity. So Calamity, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go for a neck shot.
Do you want to make an aim shot then? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
All right, so I need you to roll a shoulder arms. An aimed shot adds 8 to the difficulty, so the DV that you're going to be trying to match is going to be a 20. What is that? 24.
Okay. I have my I chose like I said I chose precision attack and spot weakness, so
There are a couple of plus twos.
for the shot. And +1 for my cybernetic targeting.
Okay, so how many points do you have in precision targeting? Sorry.
'It's
2
already
points.
calculated in.
Oh, it's already calculated in.
I think so.
Modifiers are set to 0 right now.
6, 8. Oh yeah. It is missing all modifiers.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so we have a +1, and then for your solo points, where did you have them again?
I have 2 in precision attack. It says ×3.
Oh, that's because you need at least 3 to give it the +1.
Okay.
All right, so that means that she does not get the additional +1. All right, so we are at a 20. Would that be a 21 then? Yeah. So you fire at the target, and you impact the road just ahead of where they are at, but you are getting the general area of where you should be shooting at.
Okay.
They definitely notice. They hear the fire coming from the sky above them, and you can actually see the driver. He kind of leans forward and looks up through the windshield of this buggy, and he's kind of staring up at you. Our next person up is going to be Jack. Jack, you are in the back of this car, facing out. You see this buggy that has come up pretty close to where you guys are at, and you can see inside of the vehicle that there is not only a driver, but there's also a passenger, and there is a third person in the back who is climbing into the gunner seat.
I'm gonna take that driver out. So as the driver kind of leans forward to look up at the chopper, Jack will quick draw his revolver at the hip, and just sort of try and catch the eye of the driver just momentarily, and then just double fan the hammer and fire.
And that's going to be a DB13, so pretty chill check. You are pretty close by.
Yes, I think my base is higher than that.
Then just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. First attack lands. Go ahead and roll for second attack. All right, second attack lands as well. So you've got two attacks landing in. Go ahead and roll for your damage.
Oh.
Ooh, almost got a critical. Second one, 11. Alright, so we're at 23 damage. He is wearing some armor, but you still you mess him up. You can see that when you fan the hammer back, you hit this guy twice. You can see some blood splurting out of him as it hits the inside of the windshield. He's already messed up. So yeah, you see him. Oh shit! And he's trying to keep his hands on the wheel, and one of the things that's included in the Vehicles of Red is we actually now have an additional check for drivers to maintain control of a vehicle. And so to maintain control is a DD-15. So if the driver is attacked or if there is a big hit from another vehicle, you actually have to do a check. So let's see. He maintains control of the vehicle. He is able to do this. But he is messed up. Our next up in our order, we have Remy. Remy, what are you doing? You are in the passenger seats.
Right. So, being that I probably can't really get a good shot on the car right on our tail, I'm gonna try and deal with the one further back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lean out the window, stick my arm out the window, and my grenade launcher will pop out of my arm and fire an incendiary grenade. Is what's currently in there at the car behind us.
All right. So let's check this out. What is our distance? What's up?
TV-17.
Yeah, so we're at 40 meters. You've got a grenade launcher. Yep, that'll be a DV-17. Go ahead and roll. Miss. No, I'm just... And this is actually our last +2 that has been stacked up.
But he needed it, so awesome.
Oh, whoops. Shocking.
Oh,
Yep, wrong weapon. All right, so 19, yeah, +2, you got a 21. So you're able to pop out this grenade launcher and it shoots and it lands and hits directly onto the hood of this buggy behind you. Go ahead and roll us your damage.
Alright.
And what kind of grenade was this again?
I had a incendiary in the chamber.
Alright, so you have an incendiary grenade, you slam down into this, you've got 20 damage directly to the car's SP, and you have also set the thing on fire. Now, one of the things that's kind of unspecific from the rulebook, the core rulebook, is what happens to non-living tissue if it's set on fire. So for this right now, I'm going to rule that it will cause a little bit of damage, but it's only going to last for a shorter period of time. So,
does it happen to affect the people in the car since it's an open vehicle?
it is an open vehicle. Let's find out. Only one of the people in the vehicle has the ability to evade. Alright, so the gunner that's actually in the back of the vehicle, they are safe, but the driver gets himself set on fire. And because it is not his turn, he is actually going to have to use his next turn to try and put himself out, which will take him away from driving. So that is a solid hit.
Would
Oh, go ahead.
never mind.
Oh, what's up?
Hmm?
Go ahead, hit me. What's up?
Nothing. I've got nothing.
Alright, no worries. Our next up is actually going to be our gunner from the first buggy. Mad Mag, I'm so sorry, you were very low in the initiative order. This vehicle, the one that is closer to our to Domino, they climb out into the gunner position, and they climb onto what looks to be a light machine gun, an LMG. Now, inside of the core rulebook, this is another thing that is not very well elaborated on, but in the Vehicles of Red, we have an entire DV table set up for all of these additional weapons. A light machine gun, we have both auto fire and single fire, and he is going to open up with auto fire directly at the gyrocopter. So he is actually going to be shooting up at T-Bar and Calamity. Now, our distance up in the air was how much again? You said 100 meters, correct?
16.
116.
16.
Alright. So that's going to put us at a DV of 20 for auto fire. Oh my god. Not sure he's going to make that. He opens up and misses every single shot. All of the rounds that he fires up into the air completely miss the helicopter. But T-Bar, you now notice, and Calamity, you now notice that there is automatic gunfire coming straight past the main cockpit of your gyrocopter. The passenger of the same vehicle up here is also going to be taking off a shot. He saw Devilish Jack Holmes. He takes a shot and he lands it. He just got a critical success. So
What's the DV from there? Sorry.
It's a 13. Remember?
Yeah, can I try and dodge that instead?
Yes. Go ahead. Let's do an opposed roll. I should have asked. Thank you.
That's all right.
Alright, 19. They got a critical success. I'm very sorry.
Nah, it's all right.
Get you for the
It's
first
worth a
one.
punt.
You do have a chance to dodge the second one, so go ahead and roll again for me.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Oh, critical failure. Ouch. Second shot's going to land. Alright, are you ready?
I'll have to be. Yeah, go on.
Alright, first shot that lands, it's going to be 12 damage. Now, what kind of armor are you wearing?
I've got light armor Jack on the body. Jack actually has skin weave, so I've got 7 for the head as well.
Alright, so for your body, you're only going to be taking 1 damage, but your armor is now upgraded by 1.
And one of the worst things about Cyberpunk Red is your skin weave also depletes by 1.
Even, alright, yeah, because the stacking...
It doesn't stack.
Yes, exactly.
The ablation
Stacking
does.
Supply like or like Cyberpunk 20
But the ablation does.
Does it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
oddly
It's
enough.
horrible. It's the worst Red rule that exists. I love Red over 2020 personally. I know a lot of people feel the other way around. I personally love Red over 2020, but that is the worst rule.
I got the skin weave so I could have head armor without having to put anything on my head, really. So I'm not too bothered.
Yep.
That's fine.
Alright, so first one ablates. Ouch, that sucks that it ablates both your skin weave and your armor. I'm so sorry. Second shot, let's see what goes on. Second shot does the same thing. It ablates by 1, both armors. 1 HP down.
But
So-
only a total of 2 points of damage get through.
Yeah, I mean, still safe.
Armor's
That's-
doing its job.
Yeah, it's doing its job. Yeah, so this passenger fires off twice directly at Jack Holmes in the back, lands both shots, but luckily he has his armor, and I think we might have to house rule out that double damage, because that's really stupid. We'll deal with that in the future, but for right now, we'll go with rules as written. For the vehicle that is in the back, this one here does not have a light machine gun. This one has a heavy machine gun. So this one's going to open up shooting at the main car. Remember that the the gunner was not impacted by the fire. The vehicle was, though. And yes, we are at 36 meters. and they are going to be opening up with auto fire. Pass a 15. They miss. So Domino's vehicle is not scratched by this heavy machine gun. Both of these gunners do not seem to be doing that well with their rolls. Both of them got 2s, which is kind of hilarious. But they are unable to land any automatic fire.
They shot at my baby, kill them all.
Kill them all. It is now Mad Mags. Mags, what are you going to be doing?
So, rules question.
Yes.
If a driver is taken out before their turn, I mean, I go at the end, so it doesn't really matter, just for general knowledge, though. Is there any, do the passengers or anything, does the car have to make some sort of other check, or does it go greening, or does that not happen until the car's next turn?
So this is actually something that's kind of baked into the rules that unless you're asked that kind of question, it probably wouldn't come up. So what happens, if you recall, is if the driver is hit or attacked, they have to make a control vehicle check. If you kill them, they can't make that check. And so what happens is that the vehicle automatically loses control. And so if you are able to successfully kill the driver of a vehicle, the vehicle loses control, and then there's actually going to be a roll based on whether or not the vehicle crashes or anything like that, or if it just skids out.
Even skidding out is preferable to them trying to ride our ass like that. So she'll have the very heavy pistol, and she'll take a shot at the driver of the close car. And we did get one more. We get a couple more. I'll use the one from chemistry as pump, so it'll have +2, and I'm going to make it into the roll. It'll be already in the roll.
All right. So you are at 8 meters.
I am going to also spend 2 of my luck.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you need to beat a DV15. All right, with the +2 from chat, chemistry is punk.
No, I added it in. I added it in already.
All right. So you've fired your gun. You've already added in your modifiers. Does that include the luck that you put in too?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to see. Okay.
I told you I don't need a gun.
So you shoot, and the bullet goes wide. It flies off. It does not hit the driver. We are now at the bottom of our round. So next round up, we start off with Domino. So you are driving. You've got this vehicle riding your butt. It looks like it is about to smash into you if you do not do something. So what is your action?
So I am taking my very heavy pistol, aiming out the window behind me, and looking in the rearview mirror. I'm taking a shot at the driver of this car.
All right, go ahead and roll for me. Let's see that's going to be 10 meters. So you need a 15 or higher. And you are able to do this because you also have interface plugs, so you do not lose control of the vehicle immediately.
That's Manticore's given a +2. And we still have one more from Shinobi.
Yep, yeah, so you have +2, and then you have a 10,
Holy
so that gives
crap.
you another +1. You have a 20, what is that? 4, 5, 6, 27. Roll your damage, sir. Let's see how badly Domino messes up this driver. Alright, so you've got 10 damage.
And I yell out, "Don't hurt my baby!"
Yeah, so you shoot and you land a shot center mass into this guy's chest. He needs to make a driving check, otherwise he loses control. He makes the check. He is still in control of the vehicle. You've used your action. You still have your move, though. Do you want to move your vehicle? Remember, action and move are separate.
So I could do the swervy thing again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm doing the swervy thing again.
Okay. So where are you going to end up?
Oh, wait.
Remember, highlight everybody. The vehicle
sorry,
moves.
sorry.
The people do not.
Whee!
You all hit the pavement.
I have a very special car. Her
They
name's
violate
Carrie.
the laws of physics.
Ejector
Her-
seats. That's actually one of the modifiers.
Her name's Carrie.
Harry Houdini.
No, Carrie.
Oh, Carrie. Gotcha.
See, I thought you said Perry, and I was going to say who? Linda?
Mason.
Oh. Alright, so you swerve off to the side there. Go ahead, and I just remembered that you do still need to roll because you might have a critical failure. So go ahead and roll for your vehicle.
Of course.
Alright, yep, 21. You've got more than enough, so you're able to keep control of your vehicle. Excellent. Next up in our initiative, you have this buggy behind you. That driver is coughing up blood. He is real messed up. He is angry. He is pissed. He is going to ram Domino's vehicle. And so he slams on the gas and smashes into the side of Domino's car. Now, Domino, question for you right now. This is a very important answer that you need to give me. For your modifications, do you have safety harnesses or no?
No.
Right. For those of you in the audience that are curious, what the heck is a safety harness in Cyberpunk Red? In the vehicles of Red, there are modifiers on page number 40. 42. There's advanced safety harnesses, stage 2 advanced safety, and stage 3 professional. And these will actually be used to help save everybody inside the vehicle from taking the whiplash critical. And so it's going to happen right now as we have 66 damage straight to the vehicle. So that is 21 damage straight to your vehicle's SDP. Do you have any SP on your vehicle or no? Do you have any armoring?
No armor. It's just the body.
Alright, so
I
that's,
think
yeah, so that's 21 straight to the body. And everybody in the vehicle right now, Domino, Remy, Mad Mags, as well as Jack, all of you guys take the critical of Whiplash. And Whiplash doesn't have anything super bad to it. Whiplash pretty much just decreases your death save. But please add that to your criticals.
now, just for the own notification, everybody in the other car has that as well.
Yes. Unless they have safety harnesses, and they do not.
I don't have anywhere to add that.
Let's see, is there anywhere on the sheet that is? So, character sheet. Combat. Oh my god, you're right, this... Oh, yeah, it doesn't have anywhere there. Go ahead and add that into, like, your bio and info, I guess, would be the only place to put it. Because there's nowhere on the character sheet for this one in Roll20.
What we usually do in my game is to add it to gear.
Add to gear?
As
Okay.
just because it has a place for notes is what also right in what it does. Gosh.
Yeah, I wish they put that on the front character panel. That would be nice, but... But yeah, go ahead and throw that into gear. On the bottom, just click in add and put down Whiplash Critical. And the description for Whiplash, pull that up really quick.
I can't get my character sheet to open.
So if you're up on top for journal, you should have access.
Right, I am. Well, I was. I had it open, and I went to edit the bio and canceled out of that, and now it's being finicky. I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah,
Funny.
hold down Control F5. I just found out that the hard refresh is amazing.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so
Speaking
Whiplash, the description on this, base death save penalty is increased by 1.
Yep.
It is late, Furious George, it is late. Or very early, I guess.
5 a.m.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We're gonna be wrapping up very soon. Don't worry.
Hey, all right, it's fine.
This is the tail end for today. So you get that. All of you guys get that Whiplash, as well as our NPCs here in the vehicle. Now, when you receive a critical injury, what happens is that you also take 5 HP loss. This is another part of the core rules that I thought was kind of bizarre. So all of you are going to as well lose 5 HP, and you have that critical.
Oh, good.
Oh.
All right, now the next up is going to be Nope, it's going to be T-Bar, because as you guys can see in your rearview mirror, or for Jack who is directly looking back, that second buggy has and is pulling back. It is unable to keep up. It swerves.
All right. So I want to go basically directly over them.
Okay.
And kind of look over at Calamity and be like, I hope you're not a puker too. And like do like a barrel roll so that like we're up, so that we're on the side, so that she could use the sniper rifle to get like be directly over them. Like instead of being 116, I want to be like in the 100, because it's a 1 difference in the DV.
Yeah, so for the DV, let's check on here. Because she's using a sniper rifle. Yeah, if you go down, if you dip underneath 100, anything between 50 to 100 meters or yards, that's perfectly fine. And your move speed, I believe, is like 120 meters per round. So you're able to move as fast as you need.
So yeah, to do like a barrel roll so that when we get on the side, she can take the shot, right over him.
Yeah, totally gotcha. What I need you to do right now is roll me a vehicle check. Let's
Is
see
there a
how well-
canopy on these cars?
No, there is not. There is
canopy?
a roll bar.
Okay. If I wanted to drop grenades, am I limited to only 1, or can I drop 2?
It'll be 1 because grenades are rate of fire 1.
Okay. All right, I'll drill the driver.
So go ahead and roll for me, Chuggy, whenever you're ready.
Fortunately, they have an area of effect, so it has a chance of affecting all of them.
26. Oh my lord. Yeah, you're able to get that barrel roll. So the DV for that is actually a 17. So you annihilate that barrel roll. You make that barrel roll completely and totally yours.
Yeah, I think my base is 18 with everything. So.
Yeah, so again, same thing for Domino. As long as you don't roll like critical failure, you're okay. Alright, so you barrel roll down. And then the top of our order for our players right now is Calamity. So you have the chance right now to either shoot with your sniper rifle or try and toss that grenade. What is your call?
I'm gonna shoot I'm gonna shoot with my sniper rifle.
Okay.
lock and load around, and no particular area. I'm just gonna shoot in the general direction of the driver.
Not even us.
Alright, so we have a 13, and then you have the +1 modifier for your sniper rifle.
That
so,
still had the called shot negative on it.
No,
So
because
remove-
she's not targeting. Oh, it has the.
Oh, I'm
negative?
seeing that the roll 20 still shows the net.
That's actually a 20.
Oh, yeah.
It says -7, and oh, it's just,
Okay.
Yeah, your modifier is still on there. Yep. I see that. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm not wearing my glasses right now, so my apologies. But yeah, so you got a 20. You land that shot directly on the driver. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
Oh my lord! And you got a critical. Tell us and our audience, how do you end the driver of this vehicle?
Shot goes straight through. From top to bottom, straight following the spine. His head explodes, and his eyeballs like go out right onto the dashboard.
All right, so we've got a what was that? What was that game way back in the day? The clown driving game.
Twisted Metal.
Metal.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we got a twisted metal finish there going on. All right, yeah. So
that's what you get.
Yeah, the round passes straight through him. Eyes pop out onto the dashboard. The passenger and the gunner are both visibly like, oh god, because they know what is about to happen. As you are firing on them. Jack, you are up next.
That car's about to skid out, isn't it, or whatever? The driver's dead.
Yeah, so the driver's dead on that one, and for the other one, for the other vehicle, the second buggy, this one fell back because of that massive grenade. And the incendiary because he had put himself out.
Does the out of control happen immediately or on the car's turn?
It goes on the car's turn. So Jack, you can still take a shot. This all happens in the same simultaneous 3 seconds. So you wouldn't know that the car is about to spin out because it hasn't quite happened.
Who's nearest to the driver's seat then?
That would be the passenger.
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 shots at him just in case he tries to grab the wheel. But you see Jack kind of stand up because he's been shot twice in the back and then whiplashed. He's not happy. He doesn't want to be here.
Yeah,
And he had the nerve to wonder why I left and fire at the passenger twice.
Perfect. It's 5 meters, so your DB check is 13. Alright, you got it, and you got it. Go ahead and roll your damage for both. 11 and 9. You keep getting ones. What's going on here?
Wish. My luck.
Got the wrong bullets.
Wrong bullets. Alright, yeah, you shoot the passenger twice, and he's looking over at you. The first round passes straight into his chest and hits him pretty hard. Second one kind of glances off his shoulder and looks over you. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he's starting to train his gun on you as well. Now that you guys have swerved to a different position. Next up is Remy. Remy, you popped yourself out last round and shot off a insanely well placed grenade shot. Pretty much took out the other vehicle. What are you doing this round?
So his grenade launcher is going to retract as he tries to recover from that whiplash. He's going to pull the shotgun off of his back and turn his eyes towards that gunner.
All right, go ahead and roll me attack for shoulder arms. Your distance is 9 meters, so your DV is going to be a 15. And you got it. Oh my god, you guys are
Nice.
landing all these shots. I think I'm gonna have to take the Vampire Bites roll from his playbook, or from their playbook, and just start giving you guys hardened moves. Session 1, and you guys
I'm
are
not hardened.
annihilated.
I am not hardened. I am not hardened.
Oh, I think you guys will do fine. Don't worry. Like they say in Mandarin, you're buyang danshin. Don't worry about it.
The hardened supplement specifically says everybody in the party needs to be hardened for this to work.
Yeah, you got that hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Let's see what that slug does to the gunner. Oh my god, you got 666 on that. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Just type in roll 2d6. Let's see what critical you have given them.
Or slash roll. Yeah.
Alright, so you got a 4. Oh my god, collapsed lung. You blast off this slug, slam straight into his chest, and his lung inside his chest collapses, and he starts coughing immediately. He is, let's see, he is still up and running though. Not by much, but he is messed up. He's got a collapsed lung. He's still up and running. It is the passenger's turn in that first buggy, and he is going to shoot at Jack Holmes. So, Jack Holmes, please, please, please roll me your evasion.
Yeah.
Okay, they are not going to make that. They rolled a 1 and then got a 9. So, first shot misses. Go ahead and roll me
Go
a
for that.
second evasion. I got another 1 and a 10. Both shots miss. You messed this guy up when you shot at him. He is not able to land any hits on you from the passenger seat.
All right. Good
Just
stuff.
silly question that's
Yeah.
maybe wishful thinking on my part, but there's no way that with my reflexes I would have been able to swerve away from my baby being rammed, would I?
No. When ramming happens, so your turn went first. You did your move. What
Yep.
happens next is that they get their move and their action, and theirs was to directly impact you. What you needed to do is you need to maintain control of the vehicle, and you have
Right.
so you're all good.
I just wanted to. I can dodge bullets, but not cars.
Yep. Yeah, that's part of the raw. It's kind of weird. One
No,
of
it
the
makes
things,
sense.
yeah, one of the things that I actually baked into the rules, if you take a look at it a little bit later, is that in Vehicles of Red, you can get engine upgrades, and so engine upgrades will allow you to accelerate faster than other vehicles. So if somebody tries to match your speed, they'll actually fall behind. One of my favorite builds that I made was actually the sports. I think it's the sports or cyber car, and then I put in a stage 3 vehicle. Engine upgrade, and the thing went like almost as fast as an AV9.
Wow.
Yeah, but the range, the gas range, it could only drive for about, I think it was like 30 minutes, and then it's out of fuel. So yeah.
Cheetah can run really fast for a
Not
short
very
amount of time.
Yeah. So our next person up is the gunner in the back of the vehicle. He still has his sights trained on the incoming helicopter. And he is going to open up now with that automatic fire with the light machine gun. Ooh, okay. He has 1 bullet land. So he opens up, 10 rounds come out of the end of that barrel, and only 1 hits directly onto the helicopter. Does your helicopter have any SP, any armor?
No.
No. All right. So if you guys look on
Did
the
you say barrel rolls deflect bullets?
barrel rolls, do not deflect bullets.
I saw that somewhere.
Really, really.
A shot.
Maybe that was in the Star
Shooting
Fox
through,
rules set?
shooting through the blades.
Well, that's what happened to the other 9 bullets. All the other 9 were deflected by that wonderful barrel roll.
Did a barrel roll.
Only one lands, and just like with the main weapons, if you guys look at the vehicles in red supplement on page number 33, what happens is that with auto fire, it uses a different damage. So it's not 5d6, it's only 3d6. So roll 3d6. So one round hits your helicopter, only 8 damage comes into the helicopter, so please deduct that off of the gyrocopter's SD.
Alright, no problem.
And last up is we have Mad Mags. Mad Mags, what are you doing? You see
I'm
all
spending
of
another
this
2 luck.
chaos
and
going on.
Shinobi's. Yes. I am spending my last 2 luck and taking Shinobi's +2.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the passenger since he's only 6 meters. I only need a 13. I have a base 9 right now with those add-ons, so. Oops.
What you got? Is that with the modifiers in already?
Yes.
All right. So as Vampire Bites knows, this is not D&D. Meets does not beats. You have to exceed the DV. So Mad Mags shoots off this very heavy pistol, and the whiplash is still kind of messing with their neck, and fires and misses. But in the back of Mad Max's mind, they might think that they caused what just happened right now, as the driver's head and body literally erupt onto the inside of the vehicle. And the vehicle itself, let's see what happens to it. It skids off into the dirt on the side of the road and falls far behind our crew here. So it skids off to the side and then falls way behind as the rest of our crew drives on. Now, what are Domino and T-Bar going to do? Are you going to continue to your destination? Are you going to stop for the vehicles and finish off the last 2 of that vehicle, or what?
They're on a mission. Mission comes first. But there are explicatives coming out of Domino's mouth that are being invented as we speak.
Wonderful. You can totally swear on
Mags.
me. We already know this is an adult stream, so go for it.
I know, but yeah, they are not choice words, and I am trying to maintain my rapport, and not going. Well, yeah, no, they hurt my fucking baby, and they are going. If we weren't on this mission right now, if we didn't know Silver and everybody, oh, Remy, I hope that you're gonna be able to help me get these dents out. I can't believe that they hit my fucking baby. They should know. They're Nomad. They're fucking Raven Shiv.
Hey, Domino, calm down now. It's just a
Well,
little dent. We'll get this fixed, no problem. All right.
Oh, that a dent? Like that wheel's
all right.
more control because they bent my rear axle.
Now to self. Next time he pisses me off, slash his tires.
I will fucking kill you.
Just a little bit of
like
Bondo,
tire.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, from the air, I wanna like radio it to Domino, like, oh man, your car looks fucked. That's gonna take forever to get that out.
Mags is going to radio back to home base with current coordinates. 2 vehicles, possibly 2 or 3 Raph and Shiv still alive, but they're currently down to the count. You might be able to recover them if you hurry.
Yeah, so as both of your vehicles continue on, Domino and T-Bar still go into their final destination. All of you inside of Domino's vehicle, you still feel that whiplash, but luckily you have a medtech with you who can do their checks. And since this is going to be over an extended period of time, I'm going to be using the D&D house rule of what is that called? 20s? Automatic 20s, I think. It's like you spend 2 minutes doing a task, it's an auto 20.
Yeah, or I think they call it take a 10.
Yeah.
Take
Just
it
take a
20.
pen.
Yeah.
So it's been
Take
a
a
little
10
while.
for a couple minutes, and then take a 20 for an extended period.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you guys have probably another half hour, 45 minutes of driving out to this area, and so Mad Max is more than enough time. So your critical is fixed. You guys still have that HP loss. You still have the SDP loss to both of your vehicles. You've got that wonderful dent in the back of Domino's rear end. But you guys eventually get your way out there. And after roughly 45 minutes, you're out there and you see this small little town in the distance become a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And what you see as you drive up is that the town is a mixture of pre-war brick buildings and some metal buildings. There's some that are built out of what seem to be leftovers and plywood. But at the edge of town, the exact coordinates that you were given, there's a small little homestead that seems to have been built up from scrap. And Domino, you drive up. T-Bar, you come and you land on your gyrocopter. And you guys see this pretty much mini little farm. And waiting out on the front porch is this kind of grizzled guy that seems to be sitting there. He's got this bright hair, I believe it was bright red hair. And so this orangish red hair, partially shaved on the side. You see him sitting there, and he's kind of tapping his foot. He seems to be a little irritated, as if you guys took a little bit of a long time. And you hear him call out. He's like, "Took you long enough? What was going on the road?"
Let me do the talking. You're all terrifying-looking road warriors, and I am a humble but lovable rogue. Excuse me. Right. Hello, sir. Yes, we come representing. Wonderful. Look, we're here to help. What would you have us do?
Silver sent you, right?
Yes, that's the name. That lovely woman and the big tall lad with all the guns. Yes, you need help.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
I have one of those faces. We don't have time for that now. Do you need help or not?
Well, I didn't need help. It looks like you might need some help. That car seems to be a little messed up. But I have the shipment out here. Just let me give a call over to Silver real quick.
Wonderful.
And you see this guy take out his agent. You hear quietly coming over the phone, bring, 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 bring. And gets on the agent, talking for a couple of minutes. It's like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these guys. One of them seems like he's already drunk. And one of the cars smoking. Why couldn't you send me some? I know. Yeah, but Rose and I have been waiting for like 2 hours. Okay. I'll send it with them. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. And they put the agent away in their pocket, and they look up, and I'm going to be doing a check right now. What is Jack Holmes? What is Jack Holmes' cool?
It's 8.
So they look up. They're like, "Oh, holy shit! I do know. Are you Jack Holmes?"
Yes, in the flesh. Look.
Are you? I used to be a writer. I've been to your concerts. I'm actually a pretty big fan. You're a legend. What the hell happened to you?
Some people like to call me that. I don't like to brag, but feel free to use the word if you like. It's fine.
Well, my name is Ben Zeiton, and it's a pleasure to meet you. And he extends out his hand. He's walking a little bit closer. Extends out his hand. He seems to be pretty cordial about it.
Yeah, I'll take. Just grabs his hand. Ben, lovely, wonderful to meet you. Look, between you and me, it's been a long time since I've been about on the road. with those horrible Raffen ship, right? We had a
Yeah, they're
run-in with him
assholes.
earlier. He's calm. I mean, he's pretty touchy about it. You said you could fix it up?
No, I've got the stuff here that you need to pick up, but Silver said that you guys brought a tech with you. I'm a writer. I don't know anything about cars.
All right. Well, if you got the stuff,
Yeah.
then have you got anything lying about anywhere that our tech could use for?
To fix up the car.
Yes.
Probably. I mean, I'll give a shout over to John and see if John's got any tools that he can use. I'm assuming though. I mean, you guys are, well, they're nomads. You're a rock star. Well, not too much of a rock star anymore. It looks like, but I mean, they look like they know what they're doing. I'm not gonna get in their way, but I'll go grab the stuff. You got anybody that's pretty strong to come over and help me out? We might need a couple of people.
You want to go look at the terrifying woman over there? I'm sure she can help. They're all pretty strapping. I'm more of a man management.
Gotcha. It was nice meeting you,
The
Jack.
supply crew is coming. Mags will speak up around the corner. Supply crew is coming. We're just here to stake out the strike force in case there are any Raffen ships nearby.
Oh, thank God! I was
We're your
gonna say this.
protection.
We've got 5 crates. There's no way in hell you were gonna fit that into that station wagon. Shit.
Wait, we what?
We got 5 crates.
See, no one tells me anything. This is what I'm talking about. No respect. Jack's gonna wander back to the car, and he climbs in the back of the car, like pissed off looking. Sits down. Damn.
Hey Remy,
Jack, you got it wrong.
while we're waiting for the supply people to come, do you want to help me try to do something with this? I mean, I can do a little bit of the repair, but do you think we can tag team this a little bit to at least make it so that the driving's a little bit clean, like not as messed up from that, and maybe get some of these dents out while we wait?
Domino, you just let Remy do what he does best.
Well, I'm here to help, so
Oh, I mean, yeah, you can do that too.
yeah. So I
Just a
figure
perfect
tag
face.
team it, we'll cut it down on the time and make it a little bit easier, and maybe learn something from each other.
That points at Remy. This lad's cool as fuck. Why is he your friend? Points at Domino.
What?
Never mind. It's fine. Don't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys are setting up there, you've pulled in. Jack's already spoken a little bit to Ben Zeiton. You see Ben Zeiton bring Mags back, and because Mags was the one that spoke up about the loading team, and Calamity as well, because Calamity was pointed out like, here, come on back, and you guys walk to the back of this kind of small farmhouse, and you see a small dog sitting out in the back. It looks like it's been like a beaten up stray, several years old, absolutely skin and bones, but still very happy, tail wagging, tongue sticking out of its mouth. It is happy to see some folks, and sitting directly next to it are 5 extremely large crates with, along the side printed, is the name Kang Tao Armaments, spray painted directly onto it. And what you also see, Calamity, Mad Mags, go ahead and roll me perception check. It's going to be our last check of the day.
I don't know if we still have any. In the
We are out of
Plus two.
+2s.
14. It's a 13.
All right.
Basic.
Yep. So, Mags, you got you're able to see on there that this the crates
2.
themselves. What's up?
So I rolled a 2.
A 2. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Crap rolls all day. No, the actual die, not the total.
So you're able to tell that all of these crates and stuff, they still seem to be sealed up, except for the one that's up on top. The one on top is unlocked. And Calamity, what you're able to notice is that
Actually, we got
what's up?
2016. We got 22 and 16.
Oh yeah, I see the plus twos. Yeah,
We're talking about it.
that is actually in our chat. That is Silver and Benziton giving you guys plus twos. So
Oh, thank you.
so yeah, Calamity, you notice something that the other, or that Mad Mags did not, and Benziton did not. You notice that there is what seems to be a quiet hum coming from the box on top, the one that's already been opened. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to be ending our session for today. We are quite a bit over time. We had a little bit of a late start, but I was very happy to see and watch Rob's monthly. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been absolutely fantabulous today. Thank you for sticking around with me, especially to, what was it, like 5 a.m. for, what was it, like almost 5:30?
It's 5:30 now. I'm good. It's Sunday, man. I'll just sleep.
Enjoy the sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for sticking with me, as well as in our chat. Thank you very much for sticking with us as well. Very happy to finally get our Nomad campaign up and running. Sorry, I'm taking off my gloves so I can stop sweating. That being said, let's do our outros. So, who are you folks? Where can you be found? I'm going to switch on our there we go. I'm going to switch on our players' names. So let's go through this again one by one. Captain Mark, where can our audience find you outside of our Nomad game?
As I sit here with my wonderful new mood lighting. At Twitch, here, Captain Mark 7, obviously on this game every week. I haven't streamed in a while, but I'm going to start again soon. I usually stream Xbox stuff, Payday 2, Sea of Thieves. I'm going to be playing the new expansion for Sea of Thieves soon, so that'll be cool. The new Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. That's me. Thanks for coming, everybody, and players and viewers alike. And we hope to see you all again next week.
Awesome, thank you. And I've got your link in the chat. Chuggy.
Thank you.
You can find me here on Twitch. I'm Chuggy305 on Twitch, and mainly stream D&D, Cyberpunk, tabletop role-playing games, that kind of stuff.
Awesome. And Donna?
Name's Raven. You can find me on Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and Twitter at Dona Trece Cuervo.
Awesome, thank you. Johnny Drop?
You can find me on Discord under Johnny Drop, and also here on Twitch under other Sandman 3096. Granted, I do not stream, so not much to see here.
Gotcha. No worries. Still happy to have you along. Same thing for Donna. Vampire Bites.
I'm Vampire Bites. You can find me over on my own channel on Sundays, running a Cyberpunk Red actual play. Currently guest starting our own Capricious Nature here, so I'll see you tomorrow, Cap.
Yep.
You can find me in the Discords as Vampire Bites as well.
Awesome. Thank you. And Violent Neon.
Yeah. So I guess you can technically find me on the Discord as well with Violent Neon, same as here. I don't really do other socials, and like this was Capricious's first time GMing, this was my first time live streaming. So thank you all for being a part of this amazing session for me.
Yeah,
Loved
thanks.
it.
Yeah, thanks for being here. For all of you guys for being here, I really, really appreciate it. This has been my first time running GMing for Twitch, so it has been an absolute honor for players to join and for our community out there to be following as well. My name is Capricious Nature. I am not really a streamer until now, so yay. You guys can find me here on Cyberpunk Uncensored. You can find me on the Discord server that's been linked as well. You can find me on cyberpunkuncensored.com. Pretty much just all Cyberpunk Uncensored, because it is actually thanks to Rob. He was the one that told me to get outside of my comfort zone, try and explore a little bit more and do some more stuff. Try streaming, try joining games. And my wonderful girlfriend, she's been posting for us on here. She was one of the +2s that was given out. That was NBK 20215. She has been very supportive and loving. She was one that even came in and gave me coffee earlier to help keep me going. So thank you very much. Our music has been provided by Helix Code at Outworld Sounds on Twitch, as well as on Instagram and soon to be YouTube. Our maps have been provided by Valstoys, also known as Red Dragon. I'm going to link his Patreon in just one moment. And when it comes to our game itself, this has been Cyberpunk Uncensored Goes Nomad. This has been an experiment that I am super excited to be able to experience with all of you, and I am very excited to continue doing in the future. Our focus has been to incorporate outside material, outside information, outside supplements, and to do so has been not only an honor but also a total privilege. And I noticed that I just lost chat on there, so I'm gonna have to get it up and running in a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna link out Valstoy's Patreon in just a moment. That is me signing off. Have a great week, and we will all see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. Cyberpunk Uncensored on Twitch. Bye-bye.
Cyberpunk Uncensored.